Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Beyond. Welcome in. Kakota, Skilly, thank you very much for the 35 months. You say, I'll read it because the music was very loud, wasn't it? Good afternoon. Happy Claytiversary. Live stream while recovering. I'll take it. Yeah, how are you feeling? I hope you are on the mend. And yeah, best wishes to you. CJ's in. We have got Keeney. We've got Kakota, as I mentioned. We've got Solid Badger. We've got CJ. We've got Reese. How are we doing? Andy's in as well. Good afternoon all on this fine January the 35th. We are into Feb. You've done it, chat. You've made it through the January. It was a long January, wasn't it? It was, I can attest to that. How you doing, Kai? How you doing? Good afternoon. I'm American, so it's only 8:30 a.m. Good morning, then, senior. Welcome in. I'm used to doing morning streams, so this kind of makes sense. This month is shorter. Yeah, that is also true. We made it through Jan, which means there was no FM25 update. So I suppose we should probably have a little chat about that today, as we didn't stream at the weekend. So we can do a bit of that chat. I also do just really want to play this spineless save because it's fun. So we'll do that. Watch your YouTube. Thought I'd join the live stream. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome in. I've recorded another video today. There's another video out tomorrow. It's all good. It's all good. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, it's a little bit like that. But lots of people are also very upset. Seems to be the way, doesn't it? How are we doing though, team? We all well? How are your Tuesday afternoons? We in work today? I mean, Skilly's not. He said it's been a tough week. Ended up back at hospital last week. Now have an infection as well. Eesh. Yeah, hopefully you do bounce back, Skilly. I'm sure you will. You've got this. Your tweets have been the most balanced I've seen regarding FM25. No scaremongering. Yeah, I think we should probably talk about that as well. Hey, Breezy! Breezy! I like how you've given it to the 39 as well, as if that feels like it's his actual Twitch account. And I wouldn't be surprised because that man is a mystery. I wasn't surprised that many people to have liked that tweet, by the way. There's lots of conversations going on about just this random new gen that plays for West Ham, and he is a new gen, I'm sure of it. Andy Irving, made in Scotland. Was he though, or was he made in the 3rd division in Germany slash the Austrian Alpenliga, which isn't even a thing? It had a profile picture, just had to make sure. Nice. Thank you very much for the gifted though, Breezy. I appreciate you. 92 Styles, thank you for the brand new primer. Legend, welcome. You are I'm trying to press a button, but I couldn't because there's no button. Thank you very much for the primer though. I appreciate you. Hope you're good. Clate's while at work. Can life get any better? It could have to not be working, right? Literally popped in just to do that. We'll be lurking and working. Fair enough. Absolutely understandable. Appreciate you. Afternoon, boss. How you doing, James? Welcome in. Reese says, do you know why there is a delay to FM25? I saw somewhere it said that FM25 will be cancelled and they are delaying the announcement to maximize pre-purchases. That is BS, Reese. If they're cancelling it, they won't be able to do pre-purchases. So that's not happening. And also, anything you've seen anywhere is purely speculation. I can guarantee you that. Anything you have seen anywhere. If anyone's come out and said this is definitely happening, it's not true. They might have heard something, but at the very basics of it, they haven't announced anything, so everyone is guessing. And clearly, there's NDAs and all sorts of legal things in that nobody is allowed to say anything if they were to know. So no one knows, okay? Trust you on that one. Any FM25 news? No. It does, Jack. Thank you very much for the 31 months. Legend. Appreciate you. Working from home today. Mouse wiggling, so I'm here for the duration. Love that from you. What's the point in releasing in March a game you haven't even shown while the next one will be in October? Because there's a long time between March and October to answer that question. I sort of don't... I understand why people say this, going, just might as well skip this one now. But also, I don't want them to. To be honest. Good, everyone. French community is here. How you doing, Vince? Welcome in, buddy. The next one likely won't be on time. Well, there is that maybe too, but also, again, that's purely speculation. We'll chat about it. Let's talk about it now, shall we? FM25. So we've had this January deadline that was in place. They've not tweeted or posted or mentioned anything. Nothing has been announced. However, pre-purchases are still open for a March release. The Steam page still says it's going to release in March. At this stage, we don't know very much. However, what we do know is that they have set a deadline for themselves. They've missed that deadline. I think everything that people are saying, take it with a pinch of salt, and think about what their angle is for what they are saying, with a lot of it as well. Like, why would people be scaremongering? Think about what that would get them. Will it get them attention and clicks? Because a lot of the time that can be the case. However, all of that said, it's really a bit baffling, isn't it? It's a bit mental. I believe the Twitter guy said Friday announcement. Again, the Twitter guy knows nothing. I promise you that person does not know any more than the creators who literally have a channel, a Discord channel where we are actually given information. We've not got any information, so I'm not sure Out of Context FM will have had extra information, if you see what I mean. Either way, my opinion on it is it's a bit rubbish and it feels a bit crappy to have not had any type of news, or even in the absence of news, not to have had any type of communication, because it feels like it's not the best look to have let this speculation and this whole conversation be out there in the way that it is. That's how I feel. Like, it's disappointing and it is worrying. It will lead you to worry about things like the game not being ready and the game not coming out at all. However, I must consistently keep saying this. It does not mean that there is no game. It doesn't mean all of the things that you are worrying about happening yet. It might, like, it literally might get to, it might be cancelled, it might be delayed. But at this stage now, which is sort of my point, I'm not worrying about that because it might not be true. Like, if we look at the facts about things right now, it still says it's going to be released in March. They're still taking pre-sales, pre-orders. So that there's more evidence to suggest it's coming out in March than there is that it's being delayed. The only thing they've missed is their deadline to release gameplay. Now, I think that suggests that there's some type of hitch. Something has happened that is delayed that, you'd imagine, right? It wouldn't be that they forgot. That hitch could be super big, and it could be that the game's not ready and it's not going to come out in March. Or it could just be that there's a legal issue, a license, something like that, that's just delayed the gameplay reveal. It could be that the game isn't quite where they wanted it to be when they wanted to release gameplay, because they're then worried if they release gameplay and start hyping again to then ultimately have to delay again, it's an even worse look. So what they're probably thinking, this is speculation on my part, what they're probably thinking is they want to get the game to a certain point where they're very confident that they can bring it out in March and then start to reveal gameplay things. Like, I have to ask what state the game is in for no in-game footage whatsoever to be available months after an initial launch date. Well, I think that makes sense if it was after an initial, like, the fact that they've got a new launch date. So if you go too early and then don't release it for 3 months, you also lose the hype of it. So there will be very deliberate marketing. Not that their marketing so far has been good, but they will be deliberately, you don't want to go too early with your gameplay releases and your game footage as well at the same time, right? So at the moment, I'm like, oh, Vince Swar, thank you very much for the subscription, by the way. I appreciate you, buddy. So also remember, and this is where I need to be very careful NDA-wise, remember that there was a public test period, where people went to Sports Interactive and played the game. Please remember that when you're considering going, the game doesn't exist, the game is in no fit state. If people have played it, the game is in a fit state enough that you can release gameplay footage. If Sports Interactive wanted to be able to show the game right now, they 1,000,000% could show the game right now. There is something else that is stopping it, if that makes sense. Just because they've not released footage doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So bear that in mind as well. There was a public test event. There will be people who have been to go and play the game who will be proof knowing that the game is available to be shown. Right? If you're willing to show it to people, then there must be willing. You can then, especially if you think about how you can actually do a gameplay reveal, the amount that you can cut out and the amount that you can edit it, the amount that you could show. Think about other games when they do gameplay reveals and most of it isn't actual gameplay. If they had a test event, could they not have recorded footage on that day and selected parts of it to show off? Seems a tap in. Well, no, I think that's suggesting that they haven't. Lindblom, that's where you're saying now that they haven't got footage that they are ready to put out. I believe, again, speculation, there is a gameplay reveal ready to go. It's really nicely edited. The way that they do their social media teasers and things, there'll be decent production on it. It will look lovely, and it'll be with the intention to see people watch it and go, wow, this looks really good. That will be ready to go. It'll be recorded. It's done. However, there is something that is stopping them. Either it's from the execs at the very top, etc., etc., or there's a license thing involved that's stopping it, or there's a hitch where they don't think the game's going to be ready, so they're not revealing the gameplay footage because they don't want to lead people on to then ultimately let them down again, if that makes sense. They released screenshots last year that when it wasn't ready, makes no sense to carry on this radio silence, shows a certain level of arrogance and ignorance to the people that buy the game. Possibly, Simon, or it's not ignorance or arrogance, it's out of their control. Think about it from that as well. You may well be right, but also at the same time, I'm pretty sure I know the people who do the socials that, like, it's not arrogance or ignorance on their part. I can assure you, because they are good people. So there's a difference there, isn't there? That I know this. There will be a reason, and I don't know who or why that reason has come, because nobody does right now. There's a reason that things aren't being shared. So there's some type of snag somewhere, isn't there? I think Sony have stepped in and said they can't put anything out until they know it's ready to go. By Sony, do you mean Sega? Or unless you mean because there's a Sony thing because of PlayStation and console, which I suppose could be a thing, couldn't it? Do you not think that that would have brought them time? FM is a game with a largely hardcore player base, fan base, which SI have frankly treated with contempt in recent years. I don't necessarily agree that they've treated people with contempt necessarily. I don't quite line up with that. I feel like they've had issues though, and there are things that don't come off well, and I feel like this is one of those things too. Also, people who run the socials don't make the final call on what does and doesn't get shared. Absolutely not, no. If you're thinking like, why don't they just say, oh, gameplay reveal coming soon, or hi guys, we're waiting with you, they can't, they would have been not allowed to. Real people with real feelings, I refuse to believe. Yeah, my theory is that they are just keeping quiet and then gonna Obama style mic drop release the game from nowhere in March. I mean, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, can we just, this is very speculative, and this is where people, and also, by the way, I feel like I need to, before we actually get into that, I feel like I need to sort of say, I don't know anything, and my view on it is, I'd rather not moan and complain and bitch and get upset about things without knowing what the facts are. And I don't feel like that is an outrageous point of view. I don't like the way that things look right now, but also speculating and discussing what the reasons might be by trying to look at it from their point of view does not mean that I agree with what is happening. I feel like that needs to be clarified again, because people have their feelings and are deciding to look at things that people are saying and take it in a way that exactly matches up with how they feel, which isn't the way that the world works. You're supposed to apply reasoning, and you're supposed to apply logic to things. So please bear that in mind with these things. Do I think that the silence looks a bit crappy and annoying? Yeah. Do I think that there's probably a reason behind it? Yeah. Is that reason? Do we know that reason? No. So yeah, you pick an extreme and the internet demands it. There is also that as well. Yeah. I think it's to step away from it more, I think it's a really juicy subject to get into. Like, I actually cannot wait to find out what the answer's going to be. And I do have a slight suspicion that it might be today, by the way. If you think about it from their point of view, if there was a slight delay and they just didn't quite meet the deadline for January, you'd want to do it as soon as possible. A Tuesday at 3 p.m. sounds pretty good to me, which is why we're sort of live now. In case something does happen, we can talk about it. But I do sort of expect something to come out this week. But we'll see. Brucey bonus, exactly. How you doing, Stephen? Welcome in. How you doing, Cardini, as well? Hope you're good. I'm applying reasoning, but only the bad faith kind. Why are you supporting the very thing that we can all see is wrong, whatever that is? Yep, good. Thank you, Gambling. I do think there's an element where the chronically online segment of the FM player base, us, is like 1% of the overall FM player base, and right now 99%. So I said this, Tobes, and people really argued with me on Twitter, and I just I checked out at that point, because I'm really, really not in, I know I'm doing a stream about it now, but I'm really not I'm in such a good headspace with my life right now. And I really don't want to get bogged down in worries and things about hypotheticals that might or might not actually be true. Like, if they announce that the game is delayed or cancelled, I'll deal with that in the way that we'll make a plan about my career and things. But there is literally nothing positive from coming and worrying about that right now when it might not happen. So anyway, aside from that, I don't want to get bogged down into arguments with people who clearly have their agendas and are going to go with it when I'm not going out to argue. I'm not feeling strongly about it. Is it gullible milky time yet? It is, isn't it? So when I said things like, they will also know that the people who are all outraged about this is a lot of people, but it is still a tiny, tiny percentage of the entire player base. I really don't think that 1%, it might not, whatever percent it is, that tiny percentage is able to grasp just how small a drip in the pond, the lake that is the entire FM player base these days. If you tally up the console players, the mobile players, the PC players, etc., etc., I think it was 15 million people playing this game. A high majority of those people won't know that they've missed a deadline that was one line in a press release that said they would show gameplay at the end of January. They'll know probably that the game's delayed because they'll look and go, oh, it's not out. They will not care about this particular outrage that's happening right now at all. And people argue me and go, what, you don't think they know the game's delayed? I didn't say that for a start. But also like there will be people who play Football Manager regularly who don't know that the game is delayed. Or they know that the game is delayed and they don't care because they have a life that they're living. So please also, you have to think about this when you think about it from Sports Interactive's point of view. They're not doing it just to spite you, who is chronically online and loves Football Manager like me. Like, I don't think that's not what's happening. There is clearly something else at play here, isn't there? And we don't know what it is. People overestimating their standing in the world and thinking everyone thinks like them. You mean all of the USA? England as well, maybe? Yeah. Shorter Clates, that thing you care about, no one else does. Don't feel special. Yeah, sort of it, isn't it? No one likes reasonable thoughts. Overreact, please. Yeah, I mean, that's also a thing that's sort of, it did start to wind me up. And then again, you just take a step back. The way that people are overreacting, you can get really drawn into it, can't you? And then I'm like, actually, yeah, you see the other side of it as well, going, why do people care at all? I was like, I get why people care, but also we're caring about something that we don't know at the moment, do we? I'm still loving playing FM24. It's a positive. Just hope they work on clear, concise communication going forward. I honestly feel like that's exactly what they tried to do, and they've just blundered it massively. Like, they come out and talk about things like transparency, and it was clearly on the agenda to something that they wanted to do. And then with all of the issues with the game and the development of the game has made it the opposite. And I think they will be absolutely gutted about that. Because clearly it was something they wanted to do, and they've made it worse, which is the thing with communication. I've worked in many workplaces where communication is an issue. And then the more you try and improve it, the worse the communication gets. It's a really difficult thing to get right. And I think for years, FMSI did get it right. And then this year they've massively ballsed it up, haven't they, really? For me, they're still questioning whether to postpone one of the release dates between PC and console. And for that, they probably need to negotiate in advance. Since Sports Interactive has never bothered to communicate about it in the past, it's unlikely that after a first delay from November to March, they will take the time to communicate now, even with a short 3-word post. What do you mean they haven't bothered in the past, though? Did they not communicate about the delays? I think a part of it is that I know 90% that they would have brought in outside agencies to try and manage the situation. This isn't talking about Sega, by the way. I think they would have brought in a PR company to help them to manage the public perception of the brand after that delay, because they pushed it back once and they pushed it back twice. I don't think what they are doing is very good PR right now, but I do feel like it's deliberate PR right now. Maybe there's a world where this is all the biggest and best marketing campaign ever. Get everyone really, really angry. Drop a gameplay footage that is really good and everyone goes, you've done it again, type of thing. I don't think that's the case, but imagine it could be. Do you think with all the drama that is caused, the FM25 gameplay footage will get more views than ever? Well, that's it, isn't it? I think it probably will. Everyone's waiting on it, aren't they? Like everyone, like I'm talking about it right now. Everyone's waiting on it, so maybe. But I just don't feel. I think it's a bit of a risk, isn't it? I don't think it's going to happen. What do you guys then? Ask me questions now. Then we can talk about it. I feel like I've got my. Hopefully, you can see where I'm coming at things from. And do you, like. What are your questions now? Stephen says, I know you have a lot of friends in the FM creator community, but do you think there's a lot of engagement farming going on? Yeah, tons of it. Some of it, I'm like, I sort of like, it's tons of it. I think I'll leave it at that, to be honest. First footage will be Miles on a beach with a cigar in mouth. It'd be great, wouldn't it? It'd be great. That's a nice shirt. I love Carhartt. Might have to cop. It's a good one. It's quite old though. I don't know if it's still out there, but it's a nice shirt. Spine time. We can play some Football Manager in a second. We can, for sure. Have you considered streaming an alternative game as a backup plan? Yeah. I did have this. I was driving the other day. I went home to Hereford and I was driving back down. I was like, what am I going to do if it actually does get delayed? Well, I think if it does get delayed, we carry on exactly as is. If it does get cancelled, I'll probably carry on as is, wait for 26. If it gets like Football Manager is no longer a game, what am I actually going to do? I was like, oh God, I really don't want to go back to work. So yeah, I have thought about it. I don't know what the answer would be yet, but yes. Who knows, in 4 minutes, we might not have any doubts a minute. I mean, to be fair, in 3 minutes, we need to keep an eye on things. There might be an announcement. There might be. Son of Sarpsy, hope you're good, my friend. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the primer. Appreciate you. FC career modes, maybe. I reckon it's time to stream Motorville or whatever Cav was on about. Motor Town or whatever it's called. I mean, count me in. Full-time Fall Guys streamer. I have played in an actual official event in Fall Guys. So, not well. If you could hypothetically be released from your NDA, what hypothetically would you hypothetically say about the gameplay? None of us are lawyers. We won't tattle. That's not doing that. The real Dr. Bottle Job. Thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate you. I hope you're good. Is there an alt similar game like FM? Not really. It's not for me anyway. Maybe like F1 Manager, but like I don't really watch F1 or know what I'm talking about with F1, so I'm not really sure there is. Will Salah, Van Dijk and Trent stay? 2 of them will. Soccer Manager, close second. Yeah, maybe. IRL FM Manager, get a job in the lower leagues and become next Jose. I see, that's not going to happen, is it? That's not realistic. Have you tried the new match engine mod that's on Reddit at the moment? No, someone asked me about this, Jamie, in a comment, and I think I've seen it, but I haven't tried it, and it looks complicated to do. But that sounds like a video in the making, doesn't it? If there's more of a delay, it does sound like a video. That'd be a funny watch. What's that? What, me being an actual manager? I have a feeling GTA 6 is before FM25. You might be right. You might be right, Robin. Who knows at this stage? Who knows? Anyway, should we jump into Football Manager? We can continue these conversations, but let's play some of this Spiner Save because that was part of it. I did want to have that conversation. I feel like it is sort of important. Maybe we'll clip it up. We can put it on the second channel a little bit. We'll see. You trying to figure out how to play F1 Manager. I mean, to be fair, we might, let's see what the news goes like. We might have to try it. Yeah. What do you think of the Dorgu transfer? They needed a left back. Now they got one. Need a thumbnail when stream's over. Many thanks. Oh yes, you do. I can do that. I can sort that today. Enjoyed yesterday's vid. When's the next one out? Tomorrow, Skilly. Tomorrow. Straight back into it. That's why I wanted, when I put it into 2 parts, I wanted to make sure that you had the second part quickly. So yes, tomorrow. Make a face now, streamer. Give her your thumbnail. No, it's for the VODs. Unless you mean for this one, then maybe. Guten Nacht Mittags. Good day. What does Nacht Mittags mean? Hello, Nikki. Welcome in. Can I get your thoughts on the theory in the network game chat yesterday that they leave it to the summer and then change yearly releases to the summer and try and peel away from the FIFA release gauntlet? Seems like a bold move to change things again. Close enough. Afternoon. We'll take it. Right, chat. Let's do some Football Manager updates quickly. Let's start with Wolves and go down the list like this. Does Richard Hughes know he's working for Liverpool and not Bournemouth anymore? Why no transfers? Because they didn't want to do any transfers, I don't think. Is the FM25 talk over? I'm sure it won't be, Marley. But if you did want to go and watch it, we've just had about half an hour of it at the start of the stream there. But I'm sure there will be more of it. If you want to go and find the rewind and watch it, we've had a big chat about it just then. What do you think of some of the championship transfers this window? Enzo Lafay to Sunderland. Good, doesn't he? Marcus Edwards. It is wild, isn't it, that the championship is attracting players like this. Like even, I know it's not the same, but like even Iheanacho going to play there feels like significant. You say that like Bournemouth don't make transfers. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's interesting for sure. Yes, I did bring in more coaches. Right, Wolves. We are currently 7th. I've played 5 games. A couple of them with you, a couple of them not with you. We've drawn 1, lost 2. Very average start, but also we are supposed to finish like above the relegation zones. We've had an okay start generally. What's the concept of the save? Sorry, first I'm checking in. It is a multi-club save. We are managing 3 different related, affiliated clubs all at once. And the idea is to kind of do like the Red Bull thing and manage all of them. We ended mid-game last stream. We did end mid-game last stream. We finished on a Wolfsberger win, I think it was. I think it was this 2-0 win here, I want to say. I've played a few games since. Look. Oh, by the way, last game with Wolfsberger, we lost 5-1. I don't know what happened. I instant resulted it. We lost 5-1 away at Klagenfurt, which is also where the mysterious Alan Irving was playing recently. So yeah, I don't know what's happened there. 70 million euros when all said and done for Tel is a bit mental, isn't it? Quite possibly, yes. Quite possibly. I wonder, I suppose it's an option, so maybe they don't, but yeah. Cheers, by the way. I've got a coffee on the go, but I've not had a sip yet, and it's probably cold. Nearly. It's just a loan, though. A loan with an option. Of course, they could choose not to exercise the option, but there is now an option, which I didn't think they were going to get, but they did. Did I miss any subs, by the way? If I did, I'm sorry. Royal Dr. Bottle Job, Son of Sarpsy, Lazy Number 9, Vinstoir, Jack, Styles, Breezy, Skilly. Thank you for either the subs or the gifted subs. Appreciate you. Bring back the Ember. It's in the cupboard. I need to find the charger port. That's what I'm missing. So yeah, we've in the Alpenliga, we are top 5 wins, 1 draw, and then a 5-1 loss. But it's an okay start. Salzburg are 5 points behind us, but have played 2 games less. So they might go above us. The final one to show you is, well, I didn't even show you the Wolves results, did I? We lost to City, went through against Altrincham, beat Newcastle, beat Brighton, then lost to Bournemouth 4-3. And lost to Brentford in the EFL Cup 3rd round on penalties. So sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not so good. To make that phrase a little bit more PG. Then at Wolfsburg, we are 5th. We're not actually doing amazingly in any of the leagues at the moment. 2 wins, 3 draws, unbeaten, but we have dropped points in 3 games already. Against Bayern, Cologne and Bayer Leverkusen. So it's okay from them, but not amazing. We've got Gladbach at home next, so hopefully we get better then. He's off the naughty step. He is off the naughty step. Yeah, at Wolves, Tresoldi scored a hat-trick against Brighton, so he's very much off the naughty step after getting sent off and missing a penalty in 1 game. How doing, Parksy? Welcome in, buddy. Also, he comes in as a class. 70 minutes about right for a top-level forward in this awful market. No, yeah, it's sort of true. Although, I don't know if it's what they need, necessarily, but maybe it is. Yeah. I guess it's an option. It's just an option for what they cannot make. They can choose, can't they? Make their decision then. Funny that Spurs kicked off when Tal rejected them the other day, then came running when the other teams turned them down. I don't know if he actually did reject them. I was listening to somebody talk about it. And I think actually he didn't necessarily reject them as reported, but instead just bided his time and waited for other options and then chose, maybe. Did you get Nwaneri or was he not interested? He was not interested, which is a shame, but in the future I think we will try to. I don't think I did. I did do some other transfers. I also signed for Wolfsburg on the final couple of days Desiree Doué for 46 million. It's about 20 million up front, and sold Aslani for 44 million pounds. So I did do a little bit of extra business, basically 1 in, 1 out for a slightly younger, very exciting player in real life, and I think it just fits. So Doué came in for Aslani. Can play in midfield or on the wing, actually. And then finally, I also did sign this guy because he looks really good, with really good potential. I reckon he'll do a job. Hopefully, yes. You started your first first 24 save in the French 3rd tier. Try not to learn any of the cheap wonder kids, but I keep seeing Croupy everywhere. I think it's a sign. Yeah, he's quite good. I mean, if you don't want to learn any of the Wonder Kids, don't watch this stream because we've got most of them. Yeah, Jack, I've watched the video of Henderson calling him out. It is wild, isn't it? It is a real reminder of what we see on Twitter is nonsense. Because he was like, it's not true. And you're like, yeah, he's completely right. Like, it seems like you wouldn't go that strong unless it was untrue type of thing. So, yeah, interesting. I'm trying to sort out all the staff as well. I think there might be a couple of new coaches coming in here. No sports scientists. Have I got new coaches? I can get 2 more coaches in here. I should do that. I need someone with good people management. Let's do that. My fortune cookie was fortuneless. That's a yikes, isn't it? Is this the FM25 beta? It's not. Not yet, no. I'm so hyped for Gruber and Tomoch could be world betas in the future. They absolutely could be. Tell you what, chat. If there is a delay, it's not the end of the world for this save, is it? We can definitely go a bit further in this save if there is a delay to FM25. So, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. What are we listening to? Is that even on my playlist? I don't think it is. We just got Fred again just randomly playing. I put... Oh, maybe it is on this playlist. I don't know. We'll continue anyway. Been loving, by the way, how a lot of your content since going full time is long form. Great for watching whilst working. Absolutely, Stephen. It works for everybody. People like it. I'm quite happy. It fits my style of how I play the game. I love doing the long form stuff because it allows me to not be too like restrictive. I always felt like with Football Manager videos that are like 20 minutes long, you either don't make any progress in the save or you have to skip so much to not talk about it. And it always felt like a bit soulless is what it became. Whereas I ramble on, don't I? Like I love to waffle. So the long form content fits for me in that way. And also it seems to do quite well in the algorithm. Revenue wise, it's always good because more ads. So it just sort of fits every way. Very much feels like your thing. Yeah. And I feel like it's different to what other people do. So I'm quite happy to just go down that route and it works. So yeah, I'm glad that people seem to appreciate it. It was a bit of a risk to do as much of it as we have, but I think it works. Yeah. But I love a story around here. We do, don't we? I want someone who's good at management, people management. To be honest, as long as they've got 20 people management, you're in. You're my guy. He's an okay. What do you like at coaching in other places? Not amazing. 20 people management though. Fernando, I'm gonna be a coach. Can you just be a normal? You can be a. Have I got space for a goalkeeping coach? Yeah. I'm going to be a goalkeeping coach. Gold. How you doing, buddy? Gold Raven UK. That took me a while to understand, but yes. The video wheel was fun. Was wondering if one where other creators pick the challenge for the season could be a follow-up idea. Ooh. That's interesting. Because then that's like a collab, but without them having to collab too much. Like you could just get them to send you their challenges for each season, maybe. I like that. That's a nice idea because basically with the collabs, I'd love to do more with other creators, but everyone is busy doing their own thing. So it's one of those. But that kind of works that they literally have to just send you a DM back, don't they? That's quite a fun way of doing it. I like that. Leonie, write that down. You don't actually have to write that down. I'll remember that. Right. What else do I need? Coaching wise, we've also got former teacher, true tuning. Remember what? Don't worry about it. Tactical and fitness. I might as well see if I can getting one more coach who's sort of good all round will kind of fit with this. Let's do a fitness guy. Do you have 20 fitness? Paco Ayastaran, are you willing to be a coach for me? Because you're quite good. Let's see if he's just willing to be a coach for lots of money. He's not. It's funny seeing the difference between the creators being nice and others making you suffer. Exactly. Yeah, I like it. Have you thought about doing an agent style video, or is that too on the nosy stealing content type thing? Well, we sort of kind of like when I've created players, it feels like it is the agent type style, but with the created players, I don't think it's that too far away from it. But yeah, I've thought about it. Like why? Like I've seen a few different people do it now, so it's sort of out there. You just don't want to copy identical, but once loads of people have done it, you're like, oh, it's sort of fair game then, isn't it? And I always apply this to it. I see so many other people do things that I do, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. So it's one of those. But there's like a balance, isn't there, with that type of thing with content. K-Law. Or K-Lort, I should say. K or K-Lort. K-Lort, thank you for the follow. Which one of these guys? That guy. You're my guy. Fitness coach. Welcome. Right, let's continue. I want to get into some games today. Try and get close to Jan so that next stream we can do a January window maybe. Whether I get there or not today, I'll go that far. I might stop doing press conferences. Oh look, Salatros on 100 games. That's fun, isn't it? How's Lenny? He's good. He is here. Be wary of the comment cesspit is, or yeah, exactly. That's it. That's basically every video. You're like, how can I make sure that the comments are happy? That's sort of really what I'm trying to do. Making the viewers happy is at the forefront of everything, which is not the worst thing, is it? Greetings from a German home office. Do you mean like the home office, or do you mean an office at home there? Very different vibes. The way that you say a home office makes me think that you're working at home. And greetings, how you doing? We've got another sports scientist coming in. Very nice. Lenny is good. I can't get the camera working, but Lenny is good. Yeah, he's doing well. He is. I'm trying to see if I can get you a picture of him or slash the camera, but it's not working. I tried. It just won't work. Everyone just on my Twitter, everyone's just arguing about Alan Irving. Oh no, Brian tacked it. No, I'm sorry, Gold Raven. That was a time, wasn't it? That was good fun. At the moment, no Brian tactic. Brian. That was good fun. Right, we've also got another sports scientist coming in. Does that make us the best at sports science? I think we were already. That's not even the same coach. It was Wolfsberger, wasn't it? I meant working from home. All good. It's all good. Welcome. Yeah, we're doing all right. Who or what is an Alan Irving? Alan Irving is an incredible, mysterious unicorn of a footballer, and I love him. This is Alan Irving. Alan Irving is playing. He played for West Ham, started for West Ham last night, and since the start of the season, I've watched the West Ham games, and he'll pop up and he'll come on, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" Because he looks about 38, and yeah, Nikki. I feel like we see things in the same type of way sometimes. I had the exact same thought process about Irving and went down the same rabbit hole a few months ago. Exactly. He's an ex-Hearts man. He is. But the best thing about Andy Irving is that he's just randomly now playing at West Ham. They signed him from Austria Klagenfurt, didn't announce him, and now he's just playing games for them. I thought, okay, what is he, like 18, 19 maybe? No, he's 24, looks 34, and look at his history. Mental footballer. I adore him. He was at Hearts as a youngster, had a season or two playing, in the Scottish leagues, then went on a free to Türkgücü München in the 3rd division in Germany. Like, this literally happened in real life, covering 90 maybe. And then after that, got a move to the Austrian league, the Admiral Bundesliga in Austria, played some games for Klagenfurt, where he then went to West Ham as part of like a partnership between Klagenfurt and West Ham. Apparently came to West Ham without the intention of actually playing, and then they started playing him. So, I mean, it's a fantastic career. What a man. And yeah, he's just a quite average centre midfielder, I think, at the end of it. I'm so glad I asked. What a story. Love Andy Irving. This is an Andy Irving fan channel at this stage. I will be watching his progress with real scrutiny. Someone must have been doing a Scottish players at Türkgücü München save in real life. Possibly that, yeah. That's niche, that is niche. I feel like I need to stop praising all the training because it takes too long with 3 teams. He also, and I don't mean this in a bad way, doesn't look like he'd be good at football. He doesn't look like a footballer, does he? You're completely right. Which is why he caught my attention the few times that I watched him, but just never really checked in too much. And when he was starting last night, I was like, who is this guy? Who actually is him? I initially thought you were talking about Alan Irvine, the coach. That is who when I Googled Alan Irvine the first time, I did end up on Alan Irvine's Wikipedia accidentally for a while, yeah. Too late, Magical, because Breezy came in earlier and gifted a sub to Andy Irving. Andy Irving 39 earlier. So it's already been done. Time for West Ham in the September, but no one knew about it until the December. What is he? What is he? Like, it makes no sense. If you told me 10 other facts about Alan Irving, I would believe all of them. In fact, I'm going to ask ChatGPT now. ChatGPT to just tell me about Alan Irving. Is that his name or Andy? I forgot his name there. Andy. What is it? Andy? Andy. He's an enigma, a true enigma. I love it. Give me 10 speculative facts about Andy Irving, the West Ham footballer. I don't know if any of these are going to be true, by the way. It's very bright, isn't it, that screen, by the way? So, here we go. Number 1. In fact, give me a number between 1 and 10, and I will bring you a fact about Andy Irving. In fact, no, I feel like what we should do, we should monetize this. For every gifted sub, you get a fact about Andy Irving. I'll give you one to get you started before I thought about that great monetization strategy of mine there. I'll go with Kuba's, which was number 7. It says he made his Premier League debut for West Ham as a substitute in a match against Chelsea on September the 21st, 2024. Every gifted sub now gets you... I'm not sure how worth it that offer is. Shut up, James. You get an Irving fact for every gifted sub. Perfect. Right. That'll make me a millionaire, I reckon. Right. Let's also pick a team. We've got Gladbach. Do you want to play Gladbach? Wolfsburg Gladbach. Let's see if the other teams have games. FC Lausanne for Wolfsberger or Sheffield United with Wolves at home. Okay. You're going to make me pay for it, James. You're actually... Right. Fine, but you're paying. Excellent. And now I've been offered worms. We'll take it. That counts. All right. Fact 9. And also, what number, James? You need to choose a number. Oh, right. It works. It works. I'm going to be a millionaire, chat. Do I get that? Do I get that? Honestly. I'm like Pitbull, except... Actually, am I? I'm a businessman is what I was going to say. Lloydie, Jack, thank you very much for the gifted 5 apiece. And also, Tobes, thank you for the 100 bits. And also, James, thanks for using your gift to sub. Appreciate it. Also, we're watching Wolves Sheffield United. Done. I like it. Have to give us all 10 now, I know. Yeah, it's a banger tune, it is. Right, we're going to watch the Wolves game, so let's pick that team. And then we'll pick the other teams too. Also, I need to choose a person. Jack, can you choose somebody to... Oh, sorry. Not Jack. You did it. James, can you pick somebody to that I can gift to? It makes it easier if I can just click on their name in the chat. Thanks. Thanks very much. Can we get the facts now? All right, facts first. Number 1, early start in football. Andy Irving began playing football at the age of 5, joining Musselburgh Windsor, a local team near Edinburgh. Despite his young age, he played alongside 7- and 8-year-olds. That's because he was at least 28 at that stage, I reckon. Fact number 2. Youth development. He spent 9 years at Hearts, in the Hearts Academy, honing his skills and progressing through the ranks. Do we want them to be more speculative and slightly less true? So I feel like we might need to switch these up a little bit. They're quite boring, aren't they? Maybe we'll do 10 more gifted subs for the other more speculative ones. He had loans. None of these are speculative. They're really not, are they? To gain first-team experience, he had loan stints at Berwick Rangers and Falkirk, where he accumulated valuable playing time. He has represented Scotland at various youth levels, including under-17s, under-19s and under-21s, showcasing his talent on the international stage. Valuable. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Chiru. Overseas ventures. In 2021, Irving ventured abroad to play for Türkgücü München in Germany's 3rd division, followed by a move to Austria Klagenfurt in the Austrian Bundesliga in 2022. He returned to West Ham in the summer of 2023. He made his debut, as we've heard before, on the 21st of September 2024. And then cult hero status. This is Breezy confirmed this, by the way. Despite limited appearances, Irving has become a cult hero among West Ham fans who have created chants in his honour during games. Also, in late 2024, there was reports suggesting that Celtic were interested in signing Irving, indicating his rising profile. And he's also, fact number 10, he's a versatile midfielder. Not sure that's did you run out? I think ChatGPT sort of ran out there with the 10 ones. Okay, give me 10 more, but make them funny and completely untrue and weirdly specific. Right. Every gifted sub gets you one of those 10 facts now about Andy Irving. Okay. There are 9 interesting facts about him. Good to know. Yeah. Tell it to fabricate the next 10. Exactly. I've done that now. It's like he used the in-game editor in real life and just stuck himself at West Ham. He's kind of like that, does, isn't it? Yeah. Did it tell you about his musical productions? Not yet. It hasn't, Z Robbo. But gifted subs will get you the remaining facts now. I have asked them to do it. Sure. Here are 10 completely untrue, weirdly specific and funny facts about Andy Irving. It's taken a really long time to load them. But we've got time. Let's pick a team for this game here. Right. Delap and Trasoldi, I think we'll start. Krupi Profundi. I mean, this is first choice. Rayno Nori is a bit tired. But I think he'll be alright. How tired are you? I think we go with this team. It's basically first choice. I think we go with this team. We're going to go play that game as well. I need to pick the other teams though, so that we can instant result them as well. Ask Chat GPT to lie to you is what you have done there. Yeah, to an extent, yeah. But yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. Here we go. He's got me. I'm too curious. FM25 news did not just drop though, did it, Dodds? It didn't. Right, we've got how many there? 5 gifted subs. I need 5 numbers, Tobes, or we can just have the first 5 if you like. I didn't know you're such a businessman. I know, right? I'm surprising myself at this stage. I'm going to instant result this game. That's going to be the team for that one. And finally, Wolfsberger. I feel like we might need a new background image on the stream. Maybe Walton, who's actually not turned on at the moment. There we go. Walton is replaced by Andy Irving at this stage. Should we sign him for one of our teams? I kind of want to. Let's also pick you for that one and instant result this one. Right, first 5. First 5 as they get worse in quality as they go on. This is true. At this point, it's got to be the first signing of FM25. Absolutely. Right. Fact number 1. Sorry. They've actually not loaded. I'm still on fact 2 and they're coming out like one word by word as we go through it. Fact number 1 says Andy Irving is actually a double agent, secretly scouting for a rival team. Unfortunately, his reports are written in a mysterious language only decipherable by squirrels. Outrageous. Did not know that about him. Did not know that about him. I'll post them in the chat, by the way. We're all sitting here watching this on a Tuesday afternoon. What are we doing with our lives? Yeah, I mean, I'm playing it. I'm doing it. Surely that's worse. Didn't know that about him. Double agent. He writes it in a mysterious language. Squirrels can read it though, apparently. That is wild. How you doing, Ian? I hear you're talking about the new Scottish legend. Exactly what we're doing. You know it must be AI because who would ever write that? That is true, yeah. I don't know why it's not loading. Like, can I show you this? I'm not sure I can. It's like, it's not my internet either, but I don't know what it's doing. Look. Show you on here? It might not show you all of it. Oh, that's me. There you go. How do I change this? If I go here, it's not showing yet. Maybe if I zoom in, it'll show you. Yeah. Here, it's just stopped at 2. You're getting to, oh god. Okay, I said I could read it anyway. It kind of fizzles out a little bit. It says, before every game, Irving insists on tying his shoelaces exactly 27 times on each boot. If he gets it wrong, he has. Yeah, it does do this sometimes. How can I make it do it again? I'll ask it the same question again. Let's see. Should I stop that one and I'll just do it again. Let's continue until that comes through. Okay, it's going faster now, I think. Oh, there's a new one as well. It's got a new one. We've scored. It's 1-0. Get in. Who scored? The manager shouldn't be saying that, should it? I love to imagine a load of people in a Chat GPT office all scrambling to come up with fake facts about Andy Irving. Yeah. Tresoldi. He's back, everyone. FM25 drama hasn't been completely overblown. Eh? Yeah, interesting. Naughty Step Boy has done it. We're 1-0 up. Very good. We have a chance from a corner here as well. Bournemouth's new boy, Croupy with the cross. Headed away. Asta Vranks. Croupy. Full-time streamer, by the way. Yeah, he's hit it over the top of the bar. Right. As that continues, I will give you fact number 3. This one's brilliant, by the way. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's called number 1. He has a secret agent name, everybody. Andy Irving's middle name is actually Danger, but it was removed from official records because it made opponents too nervous. Now that one, I actually believe that one. I think that's true. I don't doubt that for a second. I'm going to have to nickname him in the game. I am. Leon Delap scored, by the way. Get in. That giggle was so genuine. Yeah. I didn't realize it was going to be Danger until I got to that part. Honestly, it does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Number 3. Loves a secret agent, doesn't it? Number 3. Why can he speak to such small animals? As a child, he trained a hamster named Wee Messi to dribble a tiny football, but the hamster retired after an unfortunate nutmeg incident. Andy Irving, look at the initials. Oh my word. Andy Irving is AI. He's the first AI footballer. Oh my God, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Once you've read 3 more, you need to ask for 5 more, but one of them has to be true for up to us to find the truth. The thing is, I think it might be quite obvious, Jack. This content is outrageously niche. Number 3, or slash number 4, because it's number 3 on this list, but I've regenerated them. The next one. we've got another one, chat. Kokota's gifted a sub to Wee Messi. Hang on. Look at this. I'd love to see if someone could do this. Send me a video if you can. Fact number 4, underground West Ham anthem. He once accidentally started a West Ham fan chant by sneezing in perfect rhythm during a match. I assume it was I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles in sneezes, but that's quite interesting. Fair play, Andy. That's very impressive. Next one. Fact number 5. We've got 6. Can Breezy confirm? We'll have to ask him when he's back. Yeah. I'm not giving you a demonstration. I've asked for people to send it in. If you send it in, I'll play it on stream. I'm Forever Blowing Noses. Good. Very good, that. The Invisible Man incident. In one training session, he wore a green training bib so effectively that the coaching staff forgot he was on the pitch for 45 minutes. That makes sense because he is AI and doesn't actually exist either. In fact, this kind of goes with it as well. This is weird. This is. Final fact is... Conspiracy theorists believe Irving is a time traveller because of his eerily accurate predictions about what will happen in the 73rd minute of every match. And the fact that he just turned up from Germany just randomly at West Ham. It makes all sorts of sense. That one's believable, yeah. I think he is a time traveller. I'd be actually shocked if he wasn't, to be honest. I mean, Andy Irving started his career at X is more believable than these. Not buying that. That's true, actually. Jack, you might be right. Fair enough. All right, let's do subs. Bino Gittins is on. Let's give John Duran a run. Let's give João Gomez a run. Let's give Lenny Yoro. Not there. Let's give Lenny Yoro a run. You know what? 5 subs. Archie Gray's on as well. Is why he looks 38. He can't change his aging process no matter how much he time travels. This is true. Have I done all? Have I given you all of the ode Andy Irving facts, by the way? I think that was 6, which we've had 6, right? I think. Rumor has it Miles currently has the bib of invisibility. Good. Andy Irving is the reason that FM25 has not been released yet, I think. They're really struggling to get him right in the game. Like, that's the hold-up. The delay is that they're trying to code Andy Irving correctly, but he's just so mysterious. I think they're going to score. They're not. Got the ball away. Bino Gittins on the break. Notice how that wasn't on the list of fake facts, but it might have been the 11th fact on the real ones. This is true. It all makes sense, doesn't it? How do you license an AI player? What are the rights behind this? It's tricky, isn't it? Penref! Thank you. Andy Irving and the Bib of Invisibility is the new Harry Potter film. I like it. I love the fact that I dropped into Andy Irving mentions. Plenty of them as well. To be honest, way too many of them. Like, it's a bit much now. I'm sure people have left because of it. That's how many. Trasoldi scored a penalty. Redemption arc complete. 2-0. 2-0? Yeah. 2-0. I swear we were 2-0 up before this. Did it go? Oh, it got disallowed, the Delap goal. Makes sense. Don't love this result. I'm sorry. Yeah, weeding out the week. If you're not here for my... If you don't love me at my Andy Irving, you don't deserve me at my best. Is what I'll say. If you're not here on a Tuesday afternoon to listen to made-up facts about Andy Irving, then you're not my people, really, are you? Need to sign him now. I kind of do want to. I used up all my subs, right? Yeah. Ask ChatGPT about Andy Irving's strengths and weaknesses. The analysis I've seen when I asked ChatGPT about Nico Gonzalez was something else. Interesting. Who are some other AI footballers? Yeah, who is the most AI footballer that exists other than Andy Irving, who actually is AI? Sure of it. I just signed Gonçalo Ramos in my save, but he's not playing well. Is there a reason for him not playing good? Yeah, the ball just bounced off the flag there. What role are you using him in? Change it to advance forward and he'll score goals. He's quite good. I'd imagine it's something to do with that. Are you playing him in goal? That would be a reason. Hilarious that Beyond is unironically asking ChatGPT for analysis of Nico Gonzalez. Yeah, that is true. Actually gives interesting insight on him. Right, we've won that game. 2-0. Easy. Let's go and find out how we did in the other games. Back to winning ways after. We are going to be fine this year. We're going to survive relegation, I think. We've won 5-2 with Wolfsberger. Mateta hat-trick. Boom, boom, boom. All three of them. I tried using as a PF or a TF. Get him as an AF. He'll be fine. How you doing, Charles? Welcome in. Franco Mastantuono scored as well. Jalrego scored as well. That's a lovely win. This guy, I evoed him last year on last year's FIFA. He's rubbish in real life. Thanks, Big Justice. You're welcome. Yeah, that's me. Right, passing. Good. How did Wolfsburg get on? They won 2-1. Good. Viper and Naipan with the goals. We've beaten Gladbach. We are up to 5th. Happy days. How's Viper done, actually? Has he scored many of our goals? That's his first goal of the season. Lovely. Right, next game. Injury to Sesko. Only 1 to 3 days. That's all right. Don't want to go to these anymore. Done. I reckon Matthew Hopper is a AI footballer. Scored a Bundesliga hat-trick as a teenager. Then went to Mallorca, Middlesbrough, under-21s, Hibs, San Jose Earthquakes, and this window he signed for Tondejiske. And also played for Schalke, famously. Did Matthew Hoppy. Famously so, on My Football Manager. Save. Right. We've got Champions League games midweek. Leverkusen have lost to Nuremberg. He did, yeah. There you go. We've also got... City really spent 200 million in January on serious clubs. It's a bit wild, isn't it? They spent more in January than all of the rest of the Premier League teams added together, which is a bit mad. And we have our Lord and Saviour, Musa Silla. Yep, okay. I did wonder what that was all about. Never heard. I don't know who that is, but apparently is he doing well, is he? Underutilised at Schalke, some might say. I agree. He was real bad, though, was the problem. Right, Justino. I'm banning that name soon, fair enough. 50 mil on a backup DM is wild. It's, yeah. Right, our guy who's really good at people management is here. He's arrived. He looks lovely. Hopefully that sorts that out. Let's find out. Is that for Wolfsberger? It was, right? We've also got our fitness coach coming in. Ollie French Jr. is now homegrown. Love that. Let's see how our coaching looks at Wolfsberger now with these new guys in. Did he join? Yeah. Yes! Looks like my nan. Yeah. Told you, he looks nice. That is the holy grail of FM saves. It's what you want, isn't it? What you want. I'm going to do a save where my DOF does everything. Yeah. They will just sign you loads of wingers. They seem to have no sort of understanding of what the squad looks like. I did a save with Southampton a couple of years ago, and they basically did that, signing awful players for the under-21s and then only signing positions you don't need players for the first team and spending all of the money up front in one go. Their recruitment is terrible, which is why you can gain such an advantage by doing transfers. By being a human manager in FM, you gain so much because you actually sign players that you need, whereas other teams don't do that, do they? That's bigger than winning the Champions League. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. How are we doing on the other teams, by the way? Wolves' staff was rubbish, but I've got it to a point where it's quite good. No, this is Wolfsburg. I got them all quite close, considering we're up against like Bayern Munich, etc. The Wolves one was really bad at the start. It's now still quite bad. Can get 3 more coaches, actually. I need a goalkeeping coach, definitely. So let's do that. Almost like the AI don't use the squad planner. They definitely don't, do they? Can you please show me Delap's potential? Yeah. Currently. 17, 17, 17. Can we get an 18s across the board? Carlo Lamy, who is at Al Shabab. You're my man. Give you a bit of money because you're at Al Shabab. I'm sure they'll offer you a big one. Happy Cisse might be the original AO footballer. Yeah, I see that. Delap. Delap has this much potential according to my coaches right now, if I can find him. 4 stars and he's at 3 stars, but he looks quite good at 23, to be fair. He's actually doing all right. Okay, I'll say that. He's not scored a goal for us this year. Oh, he got disallowed, didn't it? He's not scored. I feel like we might need to replace him. That's a rubbish start. Anyway. I got bored. I was going to do more coaches than that, wasn't I? But I didn't. We'll get the goalkeeper coach and go from there. See what happens. Right. Buonani is out for 4 weeks, which is a shame. I don't think he's played a game yet. Actually, he did. He came off the bench once, I think. What time are we on? 2:37. If I was to guess, by the way, if we're going to get FM25 news today, it will be at 3 o'clock. So please, let's keep an eye on the Twitter at 3. I've just got a feeling in my waters like there'll either be nothing or it'll be at 3. Junior Krupi be given an international call up? Yes. Tuesday or Thursday at 3, and if it's Thursday I will be in Liverpool, so I won't be able to do a video or a reaction to it. Very well. Okay, Buonani is out. Let's put Richard Rios. So likely Thursday then. Yeah, there's probably that. There is that. Let's do... Sesko's injured, so let's do Tal up front and play Pinas. I'm going to try and say his name like that. Santos for Tobias. If there's news today at 3 p.m, I will subscribe. I'll take it. I'll take it. I love how Pav will change my name in the Discord and then I just embrace it. The new one is still... Oh, did he change it to it, did he? Fair enough. I thought you just changed it. But fair enough. Any other changes to this team? Naipan's quite tired, so maybe we go Martel in this game. Champions League. Do you know what? We can maybe even give Richard Rios a little go. Actually, he's been training there. I'm going to play him there. I'm going to do it. I'm also going to do Soler. I'm trying to give people a bit of game time when they don't usually have game time in these games, although we do need to win. Right. I think Pinas is pronounced... Nope. Let's do... Actually, what game will we go? I might, if they're Champions League phases, I might just sort of... I only did 9 subs. That's a bit stupid, wasn't it? I might just go past all 3 of these. Get to some big games. Yeah, Tuny. Right, let's get these guys on the bench. Not you. You. Let's do... Jalray go back. Who are we playing? Sociedad away. De la Ramendi. Let's do that. This song makes you want to play City Skylines again. Yeah. And we've won 2-0. Viper and Mosquera. Nice. How did Due play? Came off at half-time? Yep. Because he can't actually play there yet. Did it help him be able to play there? Still makeshift, so not really. I'll keep an eye out for you. Fair enough. I'll keep an eye out for you, except I don't know what you look like, but still. When you see me and find me, you can say I'm Tuny, and then it'll all make sense, won't it? Right. 4-0 win for Wolfsberger. Oh, my word. 4-0 win against Sociedad away. Go on, the lads. Mateta is on fire. He's scored 4. All of this signing wonder kids. You just need to sign Philippe Mateta on a free at 29. He's an absolute goal scorer. He's got 14 in 9. Boom, 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 boom. 4 of them. He's got 10 in 7 in the league and 4 in 2 in the Champions League. And he's got up on a box so he can look out the window, by the way, to the side of me. Tallman does bang. Yeah, he does. He does. Hopefully we'll get a bid for him. We can sell him for profit. I mean, at the moment we might actually need to use him. But that sort of is the plan, isn't it? Yasser Esprit has picked up an injury, not pricked one up. Mateta is a god. Fair play to him. Right, let's send the assistant to that as well. All right, 2-0 win for Wolfsburg. Pinas played as well, which is nice. What's my phone saying? Right, 19 minutes until we might get an update. I don't know how long today's stream's going to be, by the way. I need to take Lenny out, and it's not raining right now, but we'll see. We'll get to at least 3 p.m. and see. Maybe longer than that. We'll see. Right, Krupi second in Young Player of the Month. Trasoldi got Player of the Month. Look at that. After being on the naughty step, he's now Player of the Month. Glorious. Good stuff. Good stuff. Trasoldi, what a boy. Yeah, what a boy. We love Trasoldi. He's done very well now at both. Has he done? Did he play for Wolfsburg last year? Is he one that's done all 3 clubs? He might have been. I reckon if there's no news at 3 p.m, we just end it. No goodbye, just hard stop, dead at 3 p.m. Yeah, the SI approach to things. No communication about it. Just done. Trasoldi, did he play for all 3 clubs? I think so. Man U fans crying with PTSD at what Mateta scoring. Yeah. Trasoldi, yeah, he played for Wolfsburg. Okay, he didn't actually play for Wolfsburg. He had 2 seasons at Wolfsburg and then went straight to Wolves. All right, fair enough. And on that bombshell, yeah, exactly. Right, let's go and let's choose a game for next time. Young Boys away. Liverpool away for Wolves. We could play that game. Or it's... Who is it for Wolfsburg? I kind of want to get a Wolfsburg game in soon. I quite like them. Not sure if you will remember, but I asked you on X about your ACL injury and any advice. Well, I've now had the surgery and it's gone so well on the road to recovery. Great stuff. Glad to hear that, Tommy. That's great. I didn't have surgery and pretty much all right. So good news all round. How long did you have to wait for your surgery? Mine came over a year later. Oh no, it was about a year later, and by that point I was basically back, so I didn't have it. Viva la ACL gang, yeah, 9 months. Mine was, yeah, basically a year. How did you feel about that? Were you pretty much back to doing most stuff in that 9 months, and then have to do the surgery and then start again, or were you still still struggling a bit, which meant the surgery was an easy decision? I don't need to go to the draw for the Alpen Cup 3rd round, I don't think, do I? 14 months wait for me. Got it done just before Christmas. Nice. Lazy. How you, again, same question to you. Were you struggling? Like, did you need it? Or or was it a bit, is that hard work now, basically having to restart all of your recovery? How doing, Weary Warlord? Welcome in. No, I couldn't even do a full shift at work for it. I also had awful meniscus damage and a cracked bone, so it was difficult being on my feet the whole shift at work. Yeah, fair enough. I think I just got lucky that I absolutely wiped out my entire knee to the point that it was such clean tears and stuff that I basically healed naturally. In that, like, I did meniscus damage and tore my MCL and completely snapped my ACL and managed to recover without surgery. Like, I say recover. If I go on a long run like I did the other day, it will hurt the next day. Or it'll, certain like ways of bending, I'll get some pain, but yeah. Risks of being an athlete, yeah. You're waiting on osteotomy surgery. 1 wait so far. Yeah, that's the nightmare how long you have to wait for these things. It is a nightmare. Because with me, I was like, oh, now I've waited a year. Now I could have the surgery. They also scheduled my surgery on 2 days before my wedding day, which meant it was pretty much, I'm not sure Kat would have gone for that. She wouldn't have been too happy. Oh, for sure, Tomo. Yeah, for sure. Also kept up with your physio stuff too. Yeah, no, I was very, very on it with the physio stuff. It was on your birthday. It's lovely what they do, isn't it? You just went under surgery and it hurts the next day, so it's the same. Yeah. Same. I had a meniscus. Yeah, fair enough. I see what you mean. I had a meniscus puncture when I was in 7th grade. Stopped hurting after 1 week and I thought, why rest it? It still hurts at 32. That is a thing for sure. I tell you what, my shoulder. What can you do about shoulders, chat? I'm in agony every morning from where I sleep on my shoulder, but I do it in my sleep to sleep on this side. I have had like shoulder pain now for like 6 months, and I don't really know what you can even do about that. Like, I have no idea what I've done. Physio, yeah. Feels like, I don't know, straight jacket, amputation. Right, thank you. Excellent work. You needed minimum it to teach PE, ACL and meniscus, but I couldn't even demo drills in lessons or anything for 12 months. Off now till after Easter term and can't teach PE till September. It was do the op or give up sport forever, really. Yeah, fair enough. I see. Osteopathy, magic on my shoulders, really? Pyro? I don't know. I've never really done anything like that to see. I suppose I did do like with my knee. I kind of did physio, and it shows how much it works. But yeah, just sleep normally. I do. I've always slept on my side, so it's just like I wake up on that side and I'm like, cool, that hurts. Or like I tell you what gets my shoulder done and really hurts is that Lenny, if he's in the car, will start making those noises like rah, 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 that you've all heard. So the only way to get him to stop is to like put your arm, reach out and like stroke him or like push him back. And then reaching back and doing that on my shoulder absolutely kills. That's the most painful thing. So I blame Lenny. Need to find out why you have pain first. If it's just tissue damage, then a massage. Really, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know enough about shoulders, to be honest. Right, we've got a game. Naipan back in. Wolfsberger away. Unsure if I'll return to Sunday League when I'm recovered, but I miss humbling kids in badminton. Fair. I've played a few like five-a-sides since being able to play football again, and it is weird. But I did it fine. My dog is a nutter, to be honest. Nice. Buy straps for the bed, Frankenstein. Strap yourself down. Nope. Not going to do that. Let's pick the rest of this team. Gomez back at left back. Or do mobility exercises. It helps my back pain. Yeah. Maybe I should look up some YouTube, some shoulder physio exercises. Who's going to play left wing? Who usually plays left wing? Tao does, doesn't he? Is Sesko back? Yes. So let's play him up front. Sounds like you aren't taking these options seriously. Is it a tightness sort of pain, or is it a joint pain? I don't know. Like it's a searing pain if I like lean on it. Like what does that mean? It's also really difficult to like pinpoint exactly where the pain is. If I do that, it hurts. Have you tried weighted duvets? I actually have got a weighted blanket, but Kat won't let me have that on the bed. And I bought it because I was like, that sounds like something I'd really like. Like I like a heavy duvet. And I was like, I'm going to buy that so I can put it on the sofa and have a nap. But I haven't actually tried it yet. I'll message you some things that could help. Okay. Steering, take it out of the pan. Brilliant. Great. Again, fantastic input there. Thank you, Magical. Appreciate you. Right. Am I playing the Liverpool game? Do you know what? I'm going to play the Wolfsburg game because I want to see these guys in action. Did I do a game with these? No. I did a Wolves game so far, right? I'm going to do this game. I put your symptoms into Google and unfortunately you're dying of the Black Death. Yeah. Fair enough. R.I.P. me. That's a shame. But I suppose it sort of makes sense, really. Fair enough. Right, here we go. Okay, the other teams must not have a game anyway. Underway. Viper. Stiller. I need to take over the streams. Yep. R.I.P. Clates, you would have loved FM25. Viper 1-0. First minute. Get in. Get in, Lenny. I'll show you Lenny, by the way. I'll take a picture so you can see him because Lenny Cam doesn't work. There's definitely a meme that's a bit like this. You know the memes where it's like looking outside, looking out the window, wishing you were out there. Except he doesn't wish he was out there because he doesn't like going outside when it's slightly rainy. But this is Lenny at the moment. I put a box by the window so he could do this. Just longing. Like if there was rain coming down the window, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Watching dog, yeah. He just likes to be aware of anything that's happening. You'll love dogs love looking out the window. Yeah, I had him before, so he climbs up and actually sits on the window ledge. But at the moment, he's got his little chin rest. I'll ask you a football question that requires you to leave out fan bias. You can try. I will try and answer it. Sesko, 9th of the season. Has he actually scored that many already? Might be offside, but that's fun. The friends Joe and Chandler. That's what I'm thinking of, Magical. I think you're right. Goal awarded. Get in. I have to sneak in, but without fail, he will see me and start barking, and we'll just see it at the window. Yeah. My 1-year-old likes doing similar, especially when there's birds out and about. That's cute. That's cute. Good header, that. 2-0 after 20 minutes. Question is, why Liverpool the best team ever? Yeah, true. True. I don't know why, but I like it. Is that Skov, like Robert Skov playing for them? I don't know what I'll do if we ever come up against Andy Irving, by the way. Who knows? Right, we are in the groove, apparently, which is nice. Everyone playing well except for Rooney Bargy, basically. Yeah, oh, they've just dropped down again. Everyone was on a 7 except for 2 players then. Question is, why cartwheel worthy in my opinion. I don't know, with this shoulder, if that's a good idea. What are your thoughts on fans like, for example, United fans saying it's hard to be a fan when the club is struggling? What's my opinion on that? Fans are spoiled. Fans have short memories. Fans are fickle. But also, any pain and perceived struggle is relative, isn't it? You sort of understand, like, I don't love the example, like, because there's always someone worse off than you. It doesn't mean that you can't, like, find it off-putting. Like, there are reasons why, say, United, use them as an example, would be put off from football at the moment. Like, they see, like, they might be like, we see all of the things that Ratcliffe is doing outside of the actual game, and then you see no improvement on the pitch. You might be like, is this really what I'm in it for? Like, I think I think those feelings are valid still. But also, yeah, they are spoiled. I think both can be true, though. Yeah, your running route looked nice the other day. It was great, Branst. Lovely place to run around. It was. I've been here for the yapping, and I'm just noticing that this is a pretty sick team. Yeah, this team's really good. This team finished second twice in the Bundesliga. We really need to try and go close this year. We got 3-0 up, though. This maybe is better, hopefully. Being a fan is like a marriage in sickness and in health. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you can't complain about it, though, I don't think. That's like going, these top 6 teams complaining about stuff when Luton are in administration. Obviously not true, but you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, but Luton fans then complaining about a team that can't play at their ground. Like, there's always a worse off team that means that you can't complain, apparently. And that's life as well, isn't it? How doing, Ben? Welcome in, buddy. Let's do Martel on. Let's also do Bargy off for gift or ban. We are 3-0 up, so maybe Soler and Mario on as well. Go on then. Oh, go on then. Both my teams lost, both conceded 5-2. That is funny. Imagine being like... You're beyond. I know that you like Schalke as well, but you're a City fan going, yeah, my weekend was rubbish, conceded 5. Doesn't happen that often, does it? Doesn't happen that often. How's Tresoldi? Signed him on your Braga save, 2nd season in. Yeah, he's really good. He's just got player of the month in the Prem for Wolves. There's someone on Twitter who's a Brighton fan, a Cardiff fan, and a Wales rugby fan. 7-0, 7-0, 48-0. That is just funny. That is just objectively really funny. That's good. 50 mil a good deal, you think? Yeah, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. With Schalke, yeah, City less so, yeah. Right, 3-0 up, 20 to play. We've got 1 sub left to use if we want to. What do I want to happen here? Maybe we should get, tell you who we should get on. Yuri Penis. We should get him on, shouldn't we? It was 43-0 actually. Well, there you go. It wasn't as bad. What are they complaining about? Could have been worse. Could have been 45. They're going to not score. Good save. Steve Mounier. That is a throwback right there. I'm going to just close the blind a bit. Lenny can still see out. Don't worry. European. Oh, yeah, I should do that, actually. Let's do that first, and then I'll do the blind. He's on. Penis! It was a bit bright from that window, wasn't it? Lenny can still see out, by the way. At least they kept the first 2 games to a 1-try loss. Yeah, those football games. Have you tried Facundo Farias, I think he's called? How is he, if you have? I have tried him, yeah. He's good. He's usually quite cheap to pick up, isn't he? Like 5 mil, 4.7 mil or something. Let's go close. Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm a fan of United since the Ferguson Ronaldo days, but in my own country, I support a team that has gotten relegated and promoted a few times. United fans call City fans fake glory chasers, but the way they are acting, I can't help say the same about them. Again, it just depends, like, every fan group has those type of people, and so, yeah. But for 5 mil from Inter Miami, there you go. That's about right. I think just every fan base has those types. Ferguson did an interview recently, and he is as optimistic as always, is he? Right, we've won 3-0 there. That's very nice. We're a point off the top. Could be 4 points if Bayern win their game against Leipzig, which I suppose we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Viper's got himself another 2 goals, though, which is very nice. You got called a glory hunter by someone at work this weekend. You. The Bournemouth fan. That is great. That is fantastic. Bournemouth were great, by the way. In fact, talked about it quite a lot on the podcast, which came out today. We had a big chat about it yesterday. If you want to find that, it's on Spotify. It's called Football Talk with Cav and Clates. Or there's a link in the Discord. Maybe there's even a link in the Twitch chat. Someone should have snapped up the Magdeburg striker's legs. Snapped the Magdeburg's legs. Might have won then. Fair. There you go. There's a link. Right. We've got an injury to Dennis Simon. I missed that one. He's out for 2 to 3 weeks. So Diaz is going to play. And Spike Brits makes the bench. That's interesting. Didn't realise he even had an injury. How's Yoro developing? Is he getting better? Not yet. Resma keeps playing. But is Spike Brits better than Diaz? No. Diaz is better. Shall we go with any changes for this game? Also, Liverpool away. So I think we'll instant result it, but any other changes? I'm a bit worried about Delap. He's got no goals, right? He's got 1 goal. I mean, Rodriguez has got 2 in 3 starts. Use this website called Rate My Tactic to get my team to play the way that I want them to play, but to make sure it correlates well into FM, would you consider that cheating? Are you playing with anybody else, Ben? Is it a 1-player game? Because if so, who cares? To be honest, the reasons they were the way they are is because they were talking trash on top, so now the revenge is hurting. You mean City or United? Yeah, fair. Right, let's go. I don't think Rate My Tactic is that. I've never heard of Rate My Tactic. Almost 3 p.m. It is. That is true. Let's instant result this. That'll do. Let's go with that team. Wolfsberger. Do Wolfsburg have a game as well? No. We've lost 5-2. It's against Liverpool. And we kind of went for it. Joachim had a rubbish game. 5.9. Got subbed after 85. Okay, got to 85. Fundy didn't play well either. Trasoldi did score twice, though. Online save. Depends what your mates think then, really, isn't it? What is the skin name? It's the Clates Kajuro skin. There is a link to it. If you put !skin, Bojkovic, you'll be able to download it from there. Right. Quaresma is also out injured, but that's all right. We're going to get to this. I think we've got United next, or is it Newcastle? 2 weeks until the next Wolfsburg game as well. When's the Wolfsberger game then? Like we didn't have one in this group of games. I guess we don't. Right, I'm going to actually get up. We do. We're playing Young Boys. Let's play this game. Why not? Why not? Franco Mastantuono is injured, so I'm going to play. Where's the young lad? Oh, Esprit is also injured. That's no. Let's go on Onyeka. Play both sides. No Yasser Esprit either. First time watcher, I just realised you're multi-clubbing. Damn, you're a crazy man. I am. Any update, chat? Anything from Football Manager? It's 3 o'clock. I'm not doing that, and I'm not saying that. No auto tweet. No. Sometimes it does take a minute for a scheduled tweet to come through, though, to be fair. We'll give it, I'm going to give it 1 minute, because when I tweet, sometimes it takes a minute or two for the scheduled tweets to come through. You'd think big companies like that, though, that wouldn't happen. Burn it to the ground. Agreed. Thursday it is. You've got notifications on. Yeah, me too, to be fair. That's the most pointless feature on Twitter, isn't it? Last tweet came out at 3:02. There you go. See? It can happen. Let's just do that. Yeah, and I'm not reading it, James. Quite understandably so, I would say. 3:01, anything? Anything, chap? Anything? What's for dinner tonight? Need inspiration. I am having jacket potatoes. Multiple. Nah, nothing. Because I had jacket potatoes with like bolognese on yesterday, which was a bit of a rogue one, but it is delicious. And I made extra jacket potatoes, so I'll have tuna and sweet corn and stuff. Salad. An FM24 trailer just dropped 18 months ago. Did it? Nice. Sweet potato and nachos sound good as well. Oh, we're playing. Oh, I thought we were playing Dortmund there. We're playing Young Boys. It's ridiculous. They're just wearing yellow. So my brain just told me that somebody else completely. Oh, hit the bar. I'm used to being disappointed by lack of news from Sega-owned studios. Fair enough. I had a notification. There was another person liking my tweet about Andy Irving, though, so can happen. What's the skin name again? I didn't see. It's the Clates Kajuro skin. About 14 people linked to it as well. Right, we've won the ball back here. Gruber. Into Onyeka. Back to Gruber. He's gone alone and scored. The young man. Come on. Come on. What a boy. What a boy. Hans Gruber. 6'5", remember. I think is he 17 now? New gen that we've got that is going to be better than Haaland. Look at him. He's 17. And we got him at Wolfsburg for free, and now we've got him scoring goals at Wolfsberger. Right, 4 p.m. it will be the time. Probably not. No, probably not. But we'll see. The time will be when the time will be. No. Exactly. Guess it's not today. I guess it's not now. He's a goofy Gruber, he is. What's that about Andy Irving? I'm a West Ham fan and don't get the fascination about him. It's because he's AI. And because he's a secret agent and he can talk to squirrels. Right, chat? Anything else I missed? What gave you any impression we could hear something today? Just because we didn't hear anything last week. And Tuesday, Thursday is what days they tend to say things on. There was no indication they were going to hear anything. I'm just literally just... Again, I wasn't expecting there to be. I just think if there was anything today, it would have been at 3. Would just be complete, my guess. He's a time traveler, that's true, yep. We don't know by 5. I know for certain we aren't hearing anything today. I don't think we need to be holding our breath, to be honest. I think at this stage, there's no deadline, so at this stage, it's just kind of wait and see. My uncle works at Nintendo and he said FM25 is a Switch 2 exclusive. In that case, I better get a Switch 2. Imagine that was just some random thing they did. Cool, that, wouldn't it? I mean, it'd be really bad, but it'd be cool. And hamsters, yeah. Squirrels and hamsters. True. There are more facts, yeah. There are more facts. I think there are another 5 or so more facts. But they are only accessible by gifted subs, of course. Right, Mateta, Comenencia. We're going to get to halftime. Maybe 2-0 up here. Mikic did a weird little jump. Got the ball back. Makes sense because the Switch is known for its famous processing power to handle such a large and intensive game. Exactly. I see the vision now. Mateta. Gruber on Onyeka. He's got an assist as well. That's a really nice goal, actually. The way they kept passing it around in the box. Onyeka's first goal for us as well, that. The former Bayer Leverkusen youngster. Mikic into Mateta. He spins and passes. Gruber spins and passes. Onyeka finishes 2-0 at halftime. João Rego's not playing great, but we can get him subbed. Lovely. Lovely. Stakel, their goalkeeper. What sub shall I make? Should we get to 60? Then I'll do the subs. I didn't see what Salzburg did as well, or are doing. Whether we're actually going to gain more on them. Mateta's so good. He's injured and he's doing this. I mean, he's just giving the ball away. He'll probably win it back and score now, though. What a player. I love how you can really tell it's Mateta as well in the engine. With his bold head. Penref! I don't know who I want to put. Who do I want to take the penalty? And as soon as I pick this, by the way, it will be missed. I kind of want to give goals to Gruber to develop him, but also Mateta. Onyeka's the best taker. Where is Gruber? Gruber is not good at pens. 5 penalties. I guess we give it to Mateta, goalkeeper. No. Although Tomoc, I suppose it is Tomoc. We are 2-0 up. Right. That really didn't take that much persuasion, did it? He's not even here. Tom's on pens. Tomoc is on pens for Wolfsberger from here. I agree. I agree with you. It makes sense. I don't know what his penalty taking is, but we're about to find out. The goalkeeper with his lovely red kit is about to take a penalty for us. And scores! Absolutely never in doubt. It just said there was no way the keeper was getting to that. I couldn't agree more. Get your flares up. Get your flares up. I'm pretty sure it said his pens is 1. That's all you need. Zlatko Tomoc with his first goal for the club. We lead 3-0. It's time for subs. Mikic for Martinez. Mateta's coming off for Paris Brunner. Mora's coming on for Onyeka. Jalrego has to... Oh. Is Mastantuono injured? I swear he was. Slightly. Said no and crumble instantly. I really did, didn't I? Carl Collier vibes, exactly. I always find goalkeepers make good penalty takers. Do you really? Penalty taking is a fake attribute, clearly. Maybe I don't do Onyeka off. Instead, we'll do that. Yeah, that makes more sense. Who else do I want to bring on? Maybe Adalbert Sitzpinkler gets his chance. I think he does. Sitzpinkler is on, everybody. He has 7 composure. Really? Oh, he's all right then. He'd pretty score all of them. Here he is. Adalbert into Krivak. He might get an assist. He won't. It's gonna be the bastard's effort anyway. That is a video I want to do, actually. See if I can get a Ballon d'Or winning goalkeeper by getting them to take all the set pieces and everything like that. It's actually something I want to do. Isn't it about time for a hair to save? It really is. It really feels like it is. Maybe FM25. I did it on the Retro Network game with Remy Rouet, and he would get 10 a season from pens. Nice. I need to set him as the actual penalty taker, Tomoc, so that he takes them in if I instant result a game, so he takes them in those as well. Is that silly? Yes. Should we do it? Yes. Right. Do I have any subs left? I think 1. Let's do Daniel Dagger. Coming on as well. Team full of goalkeepers converting their positions to win the league. That's also hard. Yeah. You also have to kind of, like, you can't just change their attributes. You have to just basically build them again, which kind of takes away the point a little bit with that. We've scored a game there. It's an own goal. How was that an own goal? Was it a bit like Cole Palmer's yesterday? Did it deflect in? Like, that didn't look like an own goal. Also, by the way, the reaction to Cole Palmer's goal yesterday, it was kind of a bit like that. The reaction from his goal, it was so clearly deflected, and the commentators were like, how did he get it in from there? I was like, well, it was a cross that deflected in. Relax. Because it's Cole Palmer, you're sort of expecting it to be sensational, or the commentators are anyway. That was a bit wild, wasn't it? Right, Alex Valler down the left-hand side. Cleared. We're still going here. Ready to add a 5th. Daniel Dagger. It's a good save, actually. That was a good effort. He smashed it. Or is it too soon we're playing in the Bundesliga now? Yeah, it might be. I did think that. Not like we've not done a Bundesliga save. Is Adalbert. Mora. Still looking for a 5th. He's offside. That's the end. Right. We're going to win 4-0 in this game. You do love to see it. And the goalkeeper scored a goal. Did he get player of the match? No, because Gruber was instead. Well done, lads. That was a good win. Better in second tier. They are. Yeah, that's true. You would be playing in the Bundesliga, wouldn't you? Let's also then, let's go and set him as the taker. Penalties. We have not got good penalty takers, have we? We really don't. Right, Tomoc is number 1, and that is the only one I care about. Right, set her out for 2 days. He's fine. 4th multi-club, Hertha. Bit of a, we'll have 2 in the same league then, though, eventually. Just drop a save, just in case. Because we have had issues with that, haven't we? Right. Let's go. Manchester United in 13 days at home. That feels like a game we should play. Having just lost to Liverpool 5-2. Who have Wolfsburg got? They've got Frankfurt at home in 13 days. So both in 13 days. Have Wolfsberger got a game before that? Hang on a minute. Who are you unhappy with? Oh, Gruder. He's unhappy that Gruder hasn't played yet. I actually don't mind if he gets recalled in January. I'm not going to play him for the sake of it. I'm going to ignore that, I think. This was your first FM save a few games ago when they had the Sugar Daddy. Now they're my go-to team in FM. Me and you both, although I played before that, but yeah. Oh, Tomoc is the youngest ever goal scorer. Our goalkeeper is our youngest ever goal scorer at 16 years and 115 days, and he's a keeper. That is hilarious. Free kick taken of 5, penalty taken of 1. That is hilarious. I still have the Hertha cap. Never won it, but I have it. Good. Good stuff. Up the Tomoc, indeed. Right, we've got in a recruitment analyst apparently there. Can't remember doing that, but still. FM24. Did that help in any way? Not really. 2.5 stars at 16 is nuts. It is crazy, isn't it? The fact he's like a viable starter at 16, especially as a keeper. You think about how they usually later in their careers. It is crazy. Only signed him because none of the kids would join anyway, didn't we? Yeah, exactly. Although I need to check in. When were those kids turning 17? Is it actually... Oh, and I think we showed this last time, but the main man, Escobar, has gone. He went to Liverpool. I don't know if you saw that last time or not, but he went to Liverpool. He's joining them in January, look. He's actually joining their under-21s as well, I think. We kind of missed him. He turns 18 in December. Who are the other ones that we were looking at? We need to look at Banyos. He turns 18 in June next year. We've got no chance for a while with him. We could, I suppose, ask and just see. No, he doesn't want to come. And then the other one was the striker. Wasn't Arroyo, Acuna. It was Luca Acuna. He actually turns... Okay, he's also in June. He's wanted now by Arsenal. He didn't want to talk to us either. Maybe I'll try him with Wolfsburg just to see. See if we can get it done early. I think there was another one, wasn't there? He won't talk either. Does he not have an agent? No, he does have an agent. But he won't talk with me at the moment. Was there another one? I think I made a list, didn't I, with Wolves? Fairly sure there was a right-sided one. Yeah. Kind of rings about. Shortlist. Was it one of these? No. Out of these who are interested, by the way, only Joe Bellingham would actually come in. Maybe I did it with Wolfsburg? I swear there was one who was in like... Maybe it was Escobar. I swear there was one that was turning 18 at the right sort of time. But maybe it was just him. This is my young players list. Oh, I did like a dream signings list as well. I was thinking for like... Yeah, it was those 3. Yeah. It was Escobar, I think, on the... He's on the left, but it must have been him. I wonder if we can get him out of Liverpool, because he might not play at Liverpool. He'll be expensive, but we might be able to then sign him as soon as he doesn't play a little bit, maybe. Predders! Thank you for the prime. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. What a legend. The music stopped? No, there is a song playing. Loan him, definitely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. Another few staff members come in there. That's nice. Might as well get them to recommend signings in case they find someone amazing. Does that help? Not really. A little bit better. We could no-name he is nameless him. We could. We could, because we basically got him that way, didn't we? I think finding them at that age, though, even if we don't get them immediately, means that we have a target of players we want to sign in the future. And I think they'll turn out amazing, won't they? That is a, I think, did I say gifted subs or new subs? Robbo. I think, Credits, thank you very much for the primer, but I think I said gifted subs. for the Irving facts. Which is a ridiculous sentence in itself, isn't it? Right. We've got this massive break. Why have we got such a big break in October? Pringle signed a new contract. That's good. I feel like I did that ages ago, offered that contract. Hi there, Moneyball. Welcome in, dude. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Right. Okay, more coaches coming in. Batista, Raymer, Bjorken. Can't remember getting those, but hopefully they help. Let's see. Sub's a sub, it is, but I think I did say for gifted. I walk alone. Okay. Oh, we're getting there. Look, even with Wolves, we are getting there. We've got all of our coaches in now. So maybe if can I ask for more? I don't think I can at this stage. We'll get there. Scouts and stuff. I can ask for more scouts. So let's do that. Maybe physios I can ask for as well. They usually say no to those. Inside this pit of danger. What's going on here? Batista. Right. Okay. Batista reference. Thank you for saying that because I had no idea. No interest from Banyos to join. Banyos is 6'4" as well. He's going to be so good. He's just not good yet. Matt! Thanks for the raid. Diggers or bulldozers? What is the difference? I'm sure that you've had this exact discussion, by the way. I know Matt well enough to know that you've had this exact discussion. If you can tell me the difference between the two, I'll make a decision. Bulldozers 100%. I'll tell you which one sounds cooler. Bulldozers. Bulldozers sounds more American to me. Are they the same thing? Diggers dig, bulldozers bulldoze. Bulldozers seems a bit vague as well. Chat tried to gaslight me into thinking my shirt had a bulldozer on. Of course they did. Of course they did. Hello, Clates. Came with the second yellow card raid. Welcome in, Terry. How you doing? One's a digger, the other's a bulldozer. Which one do I prefer then? I think I prefer diggers. I know where I stand with a digger. I'm gonna dig. Whereas a bulldozer, it's a bit like blowing your own trumpet a bit, isn't it? What do you do? I'm a bulldozer. All right. What do you actually do though? Do you knock things down? Do you push things through? Like it's a bit vague. Sounds like they're a bit up themselves, bulldozers, I'd say. Get over it a little bit, actually. They've annoyed me. I'm team diggers. It's true. I know exactly where I stand with a digger. It's gonna dig. Does one doze a bull? Exactly. Digger, as it was John Barnes' nickname. That is true, actually, from his JCB initials, obviously. Yeah. How is this not the weirdest thing we've discussed today? That's a great question, actually. Second yellow card, Raiders. Matt, yourself. Would you like a fact to celebrate the raid? Would you like a fact about West Ham United's AI midfielder, Alan Irving, who I am convinced doesn't really exist? See, I told you he doesn't exist. His name's because he's not Alan. It's Andy. Alice Irving exists. Would you like a fact about him? Whose name is actually Andy? Yeah. Thanks for sitting there like, Matt, what on earth have you brought into my chat? The thing is, it's completely expected, Andrew. That's the problem. Fact me up, fam. Well. Did you know that once during a match, he tied his shoelaces so quickly that VAR had to be consulted to confirm that it actually happened? That's true as well. They had to go to VAR. Like the ref had to go to the monitor to check. Crazy stuff. That's one of the weaker ones. Is there a Man City left back called Alice? What in the Alice Cooper? Yeah, I guess was it a physio? Who is Alice Irving? Irvine. Oh, it's Irvine. Oh yeah, there's a left back called Alice. Who the is Alice? Is what I say to that. That's one for the kids. It's a face in the game, is it? That makes sense. I had Alice Jen in Ireland a few years ago. There you go. We learn so much, don't we? Hi, Clates. What's going on with this save? Great question. We are doing a multi-club save. If you've never been here before, if you've come with a raid, we're doing a multi-club save. Think of Red Bull and think about their Red Bull teams, Leipzig and Salzburg and New York. Oh, we've got a gifted sub. You know what that means? Thank you for gifting an anonymous gifter, gifting a sub to Mark O'Brien. That means we have to get another Andy Irving fact. Did you know, chat? This is a fact, by the way. Did you know that he once invented a goal celebration so powerful that it caused the stadium lights to flicker and it was immediately banned by FIFA? That's true, apparently. Sorry, back to the save. It's a multi-club save. We are Spineless Wolfsburg, Spineless Wolfsberger in Austria, and Wolverhampton in the Prem. So Wolves, Wolfsburg, and Wolfsberger are our three, almost in a Pokemon type of evolution way. We're doing a save with 3 teams. We've created some really cool teams. I'll show you this Wolfsburg team. Through manipulating the save and loaning people in and out and giving them to different teams, we've got this team here, which is challenging in the Bundesliga now. Yeah. What was his question? Wrong answers only, yeah. Feels like we had just calmed down after the Andy Irving stuff. Now Matt showed up and set everyone off again. It happens, yeah. So far, we've got 3 charges of fraud from things like selling and buying players to our other teams. Like, there's a lot of loans here. We've loaned all of these guys to Wolfsberger and some to Wolf, and we sold some, sorry, sold them and loaned them and sold some to Wolves as well. Look, it's good. Good fun, actually. Never done a multi-club save before, but I would highly recommend. Not as taxing and as stressful as you think it is, unless you bring in a new club in the summer and you have to do a whole window, which took me, I think, 4 streams. That was quite stressful, but we had to break out the spreadsheets and stuff, and in the end, it was fine. Right, Martinez still can't speak German. That's a shame. Keep going with it. I'm sure you'll get there one day, Martinez. We're going to play this game, I think. Wolves at home to Manchester United. Coming up. Get ready, is what I'll say to that. All right. What was that? Someone just get an international appearance there. Paul Wan has been given the World Under-21 Footballer of the Year, by the way. We've since sold him to Bayer Leverkusen. That's probably why they spent £47 million on him. World Under-21 Player of the Year. Look at that. Send him to Wolves if you can't speak German. That's true. We could do that. The save finishes when we reach 116 charges. That's smart, actually. I like that. Could use that for sure. As soon as we become City, the save ends. Mbappe got the Ballon d'Or. I assume that Tomoc was second or third. He wasn't. Next year. Always next year. You're going to go watch Wolfsburg play in a few weeks. Nice. Nice, Tom. That sounds like good fun. Right, we've got this blocked. We've got a new keeper coach, and we've also got who is this guy? Carlo Lamy. He's our new goalkeeping coach. Is Neil Cutler good at it? No. Let's take him away. Replace him. Have we had the next gen yet? Surely got some of those. I think we did have it. I don't think you can look back at it, can you? Except for the winner. We did have loads in there, yeah. Naipan's got it most recently. We had first and second, Naipan and Krupi in the next gen. We have anyone? Yeah, and then second and third in it the year before as well. On a trip to Hamburg, intending to watch Hamburg, but they moved the game, so found an alternative. Fair enough, yeah. Search it in the news bar. It was ages ago though. Illuminati, like it won't still be on here. Yeah, it's not. It hasn't been recent. Phil Foden won it actually. True. That took me a second there. Martinez is now injured after not being able to speak German properly. Fair enough. I can only imagine how that's happened then. Actually. Right. Manchester United. The late, great Manchester United in this next game. We're top of the league, by the way, with Wolfsberger at the moment. Salzburg still have 2 games in hand, though, and could go a point behind us if they win them both. 17 quid to watch some Bundesliga. Can't complain. That is very decent, actually. I don't know what I paid. I went to Hertha like a couple of months ago. Or in December, I think it was. And I think it was more expensive than that. They said the Wolfsburg ticket prices are much cheaper, so overall it works out the same. Well, there you go. That kind of explains it. They seem a lot cheaper. I can almost confirm it. Alex Fowler, by the way, massive development on him. He's looking like... Do you reckon he could play left back for Wolfsburg? I kind of feel like he might get to a point where he's as good as, maybe better than Gomez. He's been really good. Thank you for the follows, by the way. If you've come over from the raid and you've dropped a follow, you're sticking around. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Right, we've lost 5-2 last game. It's time to bounce back. Oh, by the way, if you have just come over, I need to show you our 16-year-old goalkeeper that is playing for Wolfsberger at the moment. Came through the intake. He's 16, and he's already good enough to start, so we're starting him. And he just scored a penalty in the last game as well. Does it show it on here? It does. He's one of our better ones. Also, this is the other one that is to show off a new gen. Christian Gruber. Came through at Wolfsburg. In fact, we signed him at Wolfsburg on a free. Now he's back in Austria playing for Wolfsberger. At 17, he's this good. He's going to be so good. We just need to keep playing him so he develops. Thank you for the follow, Cold Pathia. Right, let's pick these other two teams. I think we've got all three teams have got games, haven't they? So let's start with Wolfsburg, because we're on there now. Pick their team, and then we'll get to watch that Wolves game. I think the team has always picked itself here, actually. Did I make any changes last time? I don't think so. Just realised at the beginning of this save, you probably sold my hometown's best prospect since Freddie Adu for peanuts, Kevin Paredes. I don't even remember selling him. I'll check him in a second. Let me do this team. I guess so. I don't remember doing it, though. How's he doing in midfield? Can he play there yet? No. We need to get him to learn, so I'm going to play him. He needs to learn. That's the way you do it. He'll come off at half time, but he'll learn. Right. Let's do Wolfsberger team. Yeah, we did. Did I sell him? There you go. Oh, we've lost him anyway. Vala's injured. Klaskota Dye makes the bench. Stantuono needs to come back, doesn't he? Let's do that. Let's do that. Keeper is on pens for this game. We've got 2 more subs. All right. Well, hopefully we get a pen in this one. He scores another goal. Right, let's do the Wolves team and let's play this game. I want to beat Manchester United because it's always fun to beat Manchester United. Oh, it's not even yet. We've won 4-2. Did he score a pen? No. He probably didn't want to give away his vertebrae. Probably true. Mateta on 14 from 10. He's wild, isn't he? Hasn't actually scored in this game either. Gruber gets another. That takes him to 4 in 10 at 17. It's okay. Debast, Rago and Mora. Did they take... What's his face off at half time? Oh, that was in the other game, wasn't it? 14 from 11 now. He's a fraud. Agreed. It's gone. The record's gone. An assist for Mastantuono as well. Really want him to develop. Need him to turn into a real footballer that we can use in one of our teams. Send assistant to that. Let's do that. Oh, we've lost. Disgusting. We've lost at home to Eintracht Frankfurt. After having 20 shots as well. Did he take Doué off at half time? Yes. Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't have started him. I mean, to be fair, he played all right. Gomez 6.3. Sesko 6.2. Sesko wasn't fully fit. Maybe that's why. Been a weird start, actually. 4 wins, 3 draws, and now a loss. Not amazing. Oh well. Right, Manchester United game. Let's get our... keeper back. Oh, he's not fully fit. So, no, we're not going to get the keeper back in. We go with Froilin Diaz again. Marla, Quaresma, Silla, and Ait-Nouri. Wanted by Saudi teams. Saliba and Vranks, Bafundi, Krupi, Delap, Trasoldi. I think we just go with that, don't we? Yep. Team is the team. Do it. Right, all the best out there. Thank you very much. Let's go. Predictions chat. You win nothing if you get it correct. So, predictions. I'm going to go 1-0 Wolves. Liam Delap. What I'm going for. Would love to know your thoughts. The grand prize of nothing. Only predict for a reward. Fine. If you get it correct, you can choose a number and you can get an Andy Irving fact. Fine. Especially now, you've had 20 minutes of the game to analyse to help you with that. If I get it correct, you all have to gift a sub. Every person. Robbo says 3-1. 2-0 says magical. Do you remember when we did predictions? Every time we had a prediction league. That was good fun, wasn't it? Bring it back. I'm sure Leone does not want to bring it back, but that was fun. 1-0 United, says Ando. Not going to be a thriller, regardless, is it? Fun for everyone except Leone. I'd consider it interesting. We had like prizes and everything. It's 1-0 to us. Junior Krupi. The Andy Irving shill is definitely my favourite full-time Clates moment so far. And the fact it worked. Outrageous. Outrageous. Sometimes you have to think outside the box. Ref, he's off. He wasn't. He was on. He was on. It was this lad here kept him on. Who is it? They've signed Baidu from, is it Ajax? No. Wolfsburg. On for that 2-0. I said 1-0, by the way. Also, you'd have to do everything on the to-do list for me to consider it. Okay, then it's never happening, chat. The to-do list grows every stream, let alone that. You'd have to stream consistently. Yeah, also not going to happen, is it? No, that will happen. Look, I missed Sunday. Fine. But we've done a Tuesday stream now, look. Give me some credit here. Anna did a video today. For Fundy. That's a weird ball, but it worked. He just doesn't want to score a second goal. Can't believe we're going to win 1-0 and everyone in the chat has to gift a sub. Wild. It's your job now. This is true. How you doing? So we're all fine, right? Yeah, exactly. We're all fine. How are you doing, Ollie? How you doing? Oh, it's 1-1. Bruno Fernandes has smashed it home off a Marcus Rashford assist. It is time to make some subs. That's not part of the plan. Someone said 3-1 United. No gifted subs then. Yeah, no. 27 minutes until the 4 p.m. announcement. True. Let's do Belieber for João Gomez. Let's do Delap for Alvaro Rodriguez. He scores goals. Let's do... I know he's very tired. Alvaro Fernandez. 3 subs. Here we go. We're going to do this every hour. Yes. I think so. I'll check my phone in case we've got like... in case we've got like a heads up message. I probably should check, shouldn't I? Don't think we have. Every hour you're streaming for... Yeah, for sure. I think it makes sense. It will be on the hour, won't it? Imagine they just do it at like 5:52. Here's a gameplay reveal. Sorry. The reason we didn't share it in January is because we forgot. We were just so busy building the game. We just forgot. Imagine that was the reasoning. Oh, sorry, guys. Forgot about that. John Duran on to score the winner. Who says no? Reasoning and logic could probably say no to that, but let's try. I'm not even sure he's on the pitch yet. No, he is on the pitch. Here we go. John Duran. Oh, it's come to Rodriguez. He scored instead. I think the flag's down. I think we're going to get a goal here. John Duran assist, I think. Sorry, we're having too much fun playing FM25 and we forgot. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Goal awarded. The sub sort of works there. Yeah, imagine they just forgot. For Fundy into Duran, who gets tackled. It goes to Rodriguez. I did say he scores goals as well, by the way. Called it. He does score goals. This guy, by the way, if you want a cheap striker who will score lots of goals for you, sign Alvaro Rodriguez from Real Madrid / Castilla. He's very good. Socials guy was on leave, yeah. Socials guy just forgot the password or something. Or just forgot. Afternoon, Tom. How you doing, buddy? I'm just watching this game thinking we might concede a goal here. This feels goal. You'll understand that reference soon. This feels goal. I told you it feels goal. And Anthony? Oh, might resign. I've just conceded a goal to Anthony. That's a low point. And it's a Mason Mount assist. This is a low point. Oh, Christ. We need to go and score a winner. Otherwise, I'm not sure I'll live this down. Berate. Saves curse. Bin it off. I think I agree. I agree. Back to teaching it is, yeah. Right, 2 minutes added on. Are we going to get a winner? A draw at home to United is a pretty good result, though. I'll take that. Annoying that we conceded to Anthony to not get the win. Why we played 8 minutes? 8 minutes! Oh, Tom, you scored a goal. Yes. You took a penalty and scored. I don't know if you've played... Have we got the result from that game yet? I think we have, right? Oh, yeah. Did we? Mateta didn't score. We did get that result, didn't we? You scored a goal, yes. It was a penalty in a 4-0 win. A Zlatko Tomic penalty, look. I'm going to schedule the reveal post for January 2026. Yeah, just accidentally. Or scheduled it for 2024 because they just got mixed up with the years. Now it's now just lost in the void forever. Goalless Arroyo worries. Has he gone on loan to Hull? I wanted to sign him. Anyway, a draw. Not the worst thing in the world considering we just need to survive this year. We are currently top 8. All right, isn't it? Imagine it just was something meant like that. You could kind of see it though, couldn't you? Like that type of weird thing would be like, oh, we missed the time where, like, would you need to get sign off to release it at another time if they just if it just didn't work? Like they scheduled it, but it just didn't come out. They've lost the actual video and they've had to remake it. I have a Clates-based conspiracy theory about the FM delays. It is a bit wild, isn't it? Quarantine, that the last tweet from the Football Manager account was to me. In all of this silence, they did tweet me saying congratulations. So yeah, I kind of feel it. The last ever tweet from the FM Twitter was congratulating you on becoming a CC. An anti-Clates faction within SI sparked a civil war after this, and they're too busy fighting to develop a game. Sounds quite Andy Irvine facts, but it is plausible. It is plausible. Yeah, the go button broke. Right, Spurs in 6 days away. That's quite a tough run we're on. Liverpool, United, then Spurs is a bit annoying. We've got Chelsea for Wolfsberger here as well in the Champions League. The last tweets. 1, confirming we can still buy FM24 until FM25 releases. 2, wishing a man good luck on his job. Yep. Yep. Not even good luck, just congratulations. Right. Violet's here, so I should go. Really. When is the hive mind pooling money to buy Malvern? like what's his face did with the AFC Wimbledon. We should buy a player for Malvern. Radio silence ever since. It's a bit wild, isn't it? I don't like being in that because people keep replying to that tweet because it was the last one they sent. People keep replying to it going, FM25 news, and I get obviously notified by that because the tweet was to me. And there are people I'm sure who blame me. It's fantastic. Oh, Due's up to one silver star. Well done. I am going to, I think, skip all of these. We can recreate the save and buy Neymar. That'd be great. I'm actually going to go, I think I'm going to go Due, I think. What you're saying is it's all your fault. It feels that way, yeah. Who's he wanted by? Alpi. I kind of need to win games in the Champions League. I don't know if I have yet. I also do want to play the youngsters. I'm going to do that. You only prepare a statement, yeah. It'd be really bad if everyone in chat was to reply to that tweet right now. It would, actually. 5-1 win. We take that. Come on, then. Bargy, Penis, Tal and Mosquera with 2 goals. 5-1 away from home. Did Due come off at half-time? He got injured in the 11th minute. Right, fantastic. Lower leg injury means he's going to be out for a while as well. He's broke his leg, isn't he? Pulled calf muscle. Not as bad. Not too bad. Imagine thinking that asking for FM news on Twitter will get you an answer. Yeah, but I'm sure there are people who genuinely think they're going to reply to one person going, oh, it's out in March. Oh, the gameplay reveals next week. Just instead of announcing it, just replying to one person who asks them. I did think at one point, I was like, has anyone checked on Threads whether they've announced it over there? Because Miles did bin off Twitter for Threads, didn't he? Are people asking clubs for sign-ins? Yeah. Next FM tweet will be nothing about the game, just asking you how being a full-time content creator is going. Yeah. Then I would understand the conspiracy then. Then it would be my fault, I think. Does everyone need me to announce something again? Just to try and bring them back into life, to show that they're actually alive? Do you reckon they would? In this silence now, do you reckon if I announce something, they would reply to it? Oh, Blue Sky, sorry, not Threads. Yeah, you're right. I get confused by the many different Twitter upstarts, replacements. I saw Jack says, imagine they already said something on Blue Sky. Yeah, that was my thinking. We've got Leipzig away. The energy drink derby. What's John doing? We haven't checked in on him. Is he still at Holstein Kiel? He's unemployed. Oh, no. Oh, no, he didn't go to Holstein Kiel. He was just wanted by them. He didn't actually end up going there. Oh, okay. I feel less bad now. He didn't get sacked again. That's fine. Yeah, Scoot needs to have another child so we can announce it. Exactly. You could issue a statement how you're not entirely responsible for the delay. I don't think I need to, no. You'd be crazy not to, true. He still doesn't want to join us, though. Does John want a job at Wolves? Nah, he doesn't. I'll try again. I did try before, though. Nah, just says no. Like when Newcastle got taken over by Saudi and everyone kept asking how big their budget would be in game. The response, every time I get asked, it reduces by 10 million. Similar response now, but it just delays the gameplay. Yeah, that'd be good, actually. We've got a Champions League game, which means Tomoc can't play for some reason. Why? Oh, God. Tomoc is still available for the under-20s or something. Is he? No. Why has he played? Who did he play for? Under-19s? Oh, God. We've just lost our keeper because he played for the under-19s. Oh, no. I'm just going to make sure he's not available for any of these. He's not. Okay. Carl Jakob Hein, you're going to have to play a game. It's rare. Loads of our players played, apparently, as well. Oh, well. Does that ever happen? Yeah, I don't know. That coat looks absurdly comfortable that he has there. What coat? Arsenal legend, yeah. Any other changes for this game? I'm going to go on Onyeka. Playing Chelsea, so I don't expect them to win. Let's do that. If it's not a thing, you should totally edit in the energy drink derbies for the clubs. It is in there. It's already in there. Spencer. 2-2 draw. Get in. That's not bad. Mateta scores again. Gruber scores again. We accidentally... Oh, the star fell. I didn't see him. Fair enough. Good. We actually deserve to win that game maybe as well. Good result. We'll take it. That's a 4-0 win at Sociedad and a 2-2 draw against Chelsea so far this year for Wolfsberger. Pretty good going. In a shocking turn of events, there is no FM25 news on Threads. Thank you for checking. I appreciate it. And I assume similar on Blue Sky. Has anyone checked LinkedIn? We should probably tick off all of them just to be sure. Has anyone checked LinkedIn for any FM25 news? And then after that, next door. Yeah, Mastodon, yeah. Let me check next door and what's the what's it? Well, I can't remember what it's called. I can't do the joke until I find out what the thing's called. It's very niche. Very niche. Hang on a minute. It'll be worth it, Jack. It'll be worth it. Hang on. Not Glassdoor. Oh, I thought it had a better name than that. Has anyone checked on mybuilder.com? I thought it had a better name than that. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Nothing on Grindr, FYI. Thanks for the update. Good to know. I did see that Miles was having a lovely time in Liverpool for the FIFA E World Cup back in August. Yeah, he was there. He was there after I was there, so I couldn't speak to him. I was there. I had to leave, didn't I? Go to a wedding. What a first time chat. Absolutely brilliant, by the way. Them of groans. Brilliant. That is the type. That is what we want here, really. First time chats like that. Excellent work. Right. Naipan Stiller back in. Sergio Gomez. Vinicius. Get the penis out. Well, actually, can I? Yeah, Sesko. You've been biding my time. Good. I waited almost a year to make that comment and it's a 10. Have you actually been here that long? That's great. That is fantastic. SI's latest LinkedIn post was a month ago. We're currently hiring for a number of roles. Interesting. So there we go. That's an update. Sort of. Right, we're playing Leipzig in the energy drink derby. Should we play it? Feel like we probably should. You're on the wrong side. Let's play it. I'm not 100% convinced I finished picking that team there. I think we're good. Right, mate. Lenny's getting comfortable. Genuinely a solid update, though, for the people who think they're going out of business. Yeah, exactly. That is true. The people who think that the whole business is going down and Sports Interactive won't exist anymore, they are hiring people still a month ago. So they that's not happening, is it? And interestingly, if you look at what roles they are advertising for, it's not because they've let a load go. It's different things. Maybe the marketing artist designer is the reason why the fact that they didn't have one is the reason why they've not done the reveal. Maybe. Yeah, Waffle. I think that's exactly what happened there. Yep. Yeah, it is kind of true. Right, we're 1-0 down inside the first minute, by the way, which is a bit of a shame in this game. Chief of communication. Yeah, I don't think so. We've got the ball back. Here we go. We've got runners here. Vipers onside? What a weird shot that was. It was a save, but yeah. You can see on Steam, the Steam is constantly getting updated with newer versions. Yeah, I don't know how much you read into those, how much of those are just auto things. But if you go on Steam DB, the game that is on there is constantly being updated. Yeah, or like there are updates happening to FM25 constantly. I don't know. I remember David Brent hiring a PA right before a branch closure. Do you know what? You do raise a good point there. That has to be considered. They've had chances since we went 1-0 down. It's still 1-0 to them, though. I hear that in regularly in my day-to-day life. I didn't even notice. Another banger from Tem of Groans. Another banger. Outrageous. Are they going to go 2-0 down? No. Good lads. Reflected. 3 from 3. Yep. And if SI Legal are watching, we're not comparing Miles to David Brent. No. Gucci was, actually. Gucci was. If you are watching. So get him. I'm here all day. Another 10 minutes. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. 12 minutes in. Not our finest 12 minutes. Lots of highlights in this game. We've had way more in this game than we've had in most of the other games we've watched. Matthias Tell. It's in. Benjamin Sesko. There's an offside check. Will he be on? Yes, he will. Love that from us. 1-1 in the energy drink derby. Which, by the way, is actually a thing. Can I show you one here? Derbies, rivalries. Yeah, you got the energy drink derby versus Leipzig. As well as the historic ones. Also, I don't know if the other ones do. I think Salzburg do as well, don't they? Flash. Wolfsberger have their one. With the energy drink derby with Salzburg. I have an update. The job listing for the marketing designer is no longer active. They found their person. There you go. These are good updates. We should become real detectives into this. Bowl says, I'm taking the no news either way as a positive. A further delay would have been announced. I think it's marketing BS like Sega giving a release date or finalising Club Styles Blue Nerian into Milan. I think it's a snag in the licensing, personally. I think that would be the most explainable. I think it could be a big thing, like a delay or a cancellation, because that would also explain complete silence rather than, if it was a snag, it would have been something like, they could have tweeted something like gameplay reveal ending. I don't know, could they have done though? If it's like, you don't want to, in these licensing negotiations, you really don't want to do anything to play your hand or anything, do you? So maybe not, I don't know. We've scored, but they've given a free kick. Who knows? At the end of the day, who knows? When they already have had the licenses, I think the delay would really complicate the licenses. And there is constantly, having been to SI and knowing how it all works, Gucci, there is constantly changes in the licensing. And that seems to be the thing that they are always waiting on or negotiating with and going back and forth on. So I don't know exactly what it would be, and it would make sense that they would already have it, but I would not be surprised if there's something like that happening. I'm no longer upset by video game delays because I'm finally an adult and have plenty of other things to do. Yeah, I sort of feel the same way, and I should be the one, like, this is literally my job, and I'm sort of in that, like, I'm not upset by it. I don't think they do it deliberately. That no one at Sports Interactive has gone, should we delay it a bit longer? Should we cancel it to really annoy people? Like, that's not happened, is it? I'm 3-1 down, by the way. I'm getting pumped by Leipzig, which is a shame. I'm going to go get hired as the company people coordinator and tell us what's going on. Yeah. When the missus says, text saying 2 for Tuesday Domino's, you know you've got a keeper. Very nice. Very nice. Right, half time. I might do subs here because this is not good. People would disaster storm if they announce a delay to the gameplay reveal. Yeah, that's, again, also makes sense, doesn't it? But then they also disaster storm on nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. That is sort of a slight irony in all of this, isn't it? It's going, why aren't they telling us anything? And the answer, probably 90% the answer is because of the way that people react whenever they do tell you something. And you've sort of proven their point by reacting when they didn't tell you something as well, is that they have to be so careful with what they do tell you and what they don't tell you because of the way that people behave and react. Which is a slight irony in things, isn't it? Disaster storm is a good phrase, by the way. Oh, dear me. We are not winning this game. 4? No? Most upset people are the ones in the money part of the studio. They definitely want to get it out. Yeah. Yeah. The people who are the most upset by it all are probably the people who work there, who want to get it out so they can make their money and have less of this backlash. And also, I think you have to remember that when they did announce the delay back at the end of last year, people were getting serious abuse. Like Miles having to basically leave Twitter because of it isn't great. Whether you like him or not, like, that's not great. Radio silence isn't good, but you could also go with the no news is good news approach. It depends how you see it, which is also because there is no firm true or right or wrong answer. I'm just choosing to be like, I'll just wait. Like, you don't need to choose this is good news, this is bad news, when you could just choose wait and see, because we've not been told anything. So let's just wait. I don't know what to do to win this game other than just sort of panic. So who's playing better? Tal's playing quite well. So let's do Tal up front and do Penis on. No news is just pending news. Yeah, the abuse is pathetic. Yeah. And sort of I can see, I can only imagine, but have also a window into understanding what that abuse has been like, because the way that people react to you, like if I do a tweet, the way that people react to it, can I just show you something which I think is hilarious, but this sort of tells the story. So let me go to my Twitter account because this is really quite funny. I tweeted this, if I just show you here. FM25 chat, is it? Yeah. I need to go to the other one of these. I tweeted. Oh, I just moved the wrong thing there. Oh my word, what's going on there? I tweeted this. So I said, obviously this is before the delay actually happened. So where it's right or where it's wrong, or not all wrong, we don't really know. But my read, there's deliberately no comms in light of the delay and PR surrounding it. I still think that is true. Like whether it's deliberate, it's part of their plan at the moment not to say anything. You could put anything out and still get abuse, almost a no-win. Exactly. I fully agree. There was probably a plan to announce reveal gameplay this week and it hit a snag. My guess is licensing. Again, this is just my read. I just said no news now doesn't mean no FM25, basically because of the people who were dooming it because there was no news. I agree it's not a good look. So just that is important here. I agree that it's not a good look and it's worrying. Very important. But I'd rather wait for official updates rather than monumentally lose my head over hypotheticals. Again, also think that is still valid. A lot of people replied. Jack had a really good discussion, sort of like talking about how it still looks bad, which I do agree with. And we had a good conversation about this. People then saying things like, what a terrible take, even though I don't like agree with me or don't agree with me, chat. I actually don't mind. I don't think any of it is my take there. And in fact, my take on it is that I don't think that it's disappointing and worrying. That part is the only part that is actually what, in my opinion, right? The rest of it is just what I think has happened. And then this is the thing that I find funny. That's pure guesswork and optimistic at best. Bit naive, in fact. They've effed it. There won't be an FM25 in March. There might be an FM26 in November, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Which, do you see the irony in this? Is that, if anything, he's guessing more. Bookmark for later. Sure, like bookmark so I could find it to show it on the stream like this, basically. But like, this is my point, is that we're just guessing. And then he proceeds to guess loads, right? And I sort of went, yes, but mine is guesswork. That's literally my point, by the way, that anything is guesswork and it's not worth getting upset about. Then he called me an idiot, which is just lovely. So I said, you're a strange fellow. And he said, and you're a dick. Like, cool. I don't quite know what's happened there. But yeah. And you're a dick. Anyway, I thought that was worthy of sharing because genuinely, I'm at the point now where these things actually really are quite enjoyable. What made you think I was angry has done me. What made you think I was angry? It was the part where you said idiot and you're a dick. It is so classic, isn't it? It's like classic social media user. It's so Twitter, so very Twitter. But yeah, these people are strange fellows, as I said. Just checked my the FM25 SI forums, and people are just posting pictures of their pet tortoise, watching other pet tortoises on an iPad. Oh, great. Oh, good. You should have used the word penis instead. Agreed. At least then it would have made sense. Come on. Yeah, just weird. Especially as like, I quite deliberately hadn't really said, like, I hadn't gone big either way. I don't know what there was to be angry about or what I said. Like, what part of it made people angry there? The part where I said, I wonder if this has happened. Are we sure it's people? Could be a monkey they test to use a piece. It could be, Fury. That is true. Like, I just genuinely don't really understand what part of that was anger-inducing, other than being angry about the game. In which case, very misplaced to just start calling people a dick and an idiot. But fine, whatever makes you happy. His next step is to claim he knows when the game is out because Miles is his dad. Yeah. Right, we've scored a goal. We might be back in this. Sesko with the goal. He's got 2 now. 10 to play. What can I do here? We're at 4 o'clock, by the way. Is there anything? Anything? What did I say? Can we get the end of save file? What was that for? Moneyball. Yeah. How often have you been accused of being a shill as well? I'm even seeing it about Civ 7 streamers. A fair few times. But like, actually not as many as before. Like, I've just avoided doing content about it. I've not done all of these reactionary videos and things where it's like things. Instead, we just talked about it on stream a little bit today, which I think is just a bit more sensible. So I haven't had loads of that, but yes. Those who don't know will chat. Those who do know will be under an NDA. 100% Bulls. And even then, the ones who are under NDA about things don't know everything either. Trust me. On that one. Still nothing on Grindr, but I have just matched with Jason from Cirencester, which should be nice. Great. Great work. Right, we've lost the game 3-2, which is a shame. Do a reaction video to a compilation of reaction videos. We could do that. I reacted to people's head loss. FM24 head loss. And then just pick out really good comments like that. Pick out some videos and watch some reactions. That is genuinely a good video, I reckon. But as in a light-hearted type of way of like, look how ridiculous everyone is being about a video game. Write that down. All right. Anyway, with all of that in mind, I think I'm gonna go and take Lenny for a walk, chat. I think we've got to 4 o'clock, no news, so I'm worried, but it is silly. Same, competent. I am worried. Obviously, there's a little bit more riding on it than it's just not just my favorite game is a bit delayed. But I also can understand that it is a bit silly. It's not gonna be the end of the world, regardless of what it is. Like people will adapt and change, and everything will work out fine in the end. But you can still be worried about it. That's still a valid feeling, isn't it? Can you do us a photo of the walk, please? Yes, I can. Absolutely. Right, chat. Thank you very much for hanging out today. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Thank you for coming over in the raid if you came from second yellow card as well. Appreciate you. Thank you for all the follows as well. Legends. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your Tuesday. It's not like checking the timetable for a bus. It's coming and worrying, but worrying won't make it come any quicker. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your Tuesday. I will line up a little raid if there's one that takes my fancy. Otherwise, I'll see you either tomorrow or at the weekend. Not quite sure. Depends how videos and things like that go. I'm away on Thursday, Friday because I'm going to Liverpool for the game. And then I'll be back for the weekend. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you all. You're all legends. Love you to bits. And see you in a bit. Bye.